Meet Suvi. day. Mississippi day. Mississippi day.
No! Good morning. All right, getting ready to kick off here. Coming up here in a few minutes, Alabama, Cincinnati. Round 1 playoff game. Let's go. Get your score predictions in now. God, that's good. Show the game. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Show the game. I don't need this YouTube channel. How's everybody doing? Y'all ready for some good football games today? You think we're going to get some good games? The playoffs are usually blowouts. 11 out of the 14 playoff games have been blowouts. I don't know about today. We'll have to see what happens today. I don't know. Hopefully no blowouts. Hopefully no blowouts. Brian Byack, thank you for hitting the super chat, sir, to help support the show. He says SEC, SEC, SEC. SEC not doing so hot in the bowl games. Everybody doing okay? Brock, Cody, Ryan, Jerome, Savage, Dog, appreciate y'all tuning in. Big Papa Cam, Marty Sykes, Raymond Worth, Jason Reiser, Caleb, Trap House, booming. Yes, it is. The Trap House stays booming. Bama born, Bama raised, RT. Morning to you, sir. Mr. Proud Boy. Sorry for all the losses you've toted, Proud Boy. LV426, thank you for the super chat. He says, great streams this year, Lou. Dogs, Bearcats. Rematch is on. You really think Cincinnati's going to win this one? I don't know. I think Alabama and Georgia are going to win today. Harry Reid, Jerome Pruitt, Tyler Smith, Nate the Great. What's up, buddy? Good luck to you tonight, Nate. Nate's a Michigan man. Good luck to you, Nate. Remember, Nate, it's not personal. It's just business, sir. Bama Fanatic, Heath Durand, Mike Taylor. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Alabama versus Cincinnati coming up first today. Getting ready to kick things off now. Georgia and Cincinnati. Georgia and Michigan coming up tonight at 9 or 7:30. I can't get anything right today. Georgia and Michigan coming up at 7:30. I'll be streaming that one over on the Patreon page. So all of you that are members over on the Patreon, you know the deal. I'll post the link on the Patreon page as soon as this game ends. And we'll hang out and watch the second playoff game tonight, Georgia versus Michigan. If you're not on the Patreon page, what are you doing? Get on the Patreon page. The link's in the description. You can check it out, get yourself signed up on the Patreon page, and we'll watch the Georgia-Michigan game after this one here. Let the big dog eat. Says, I got 2 butts on the smoker. Yeah, what are y'all eating today? I got some cheese and crackers. You know that port wine cheese ball thing? You know what I'm talking about? One of these deals here. You guys know what I'm talking about, these cheese balls. I got one of those. That's what I'm eating right now. I got some chicken wings in there too. Vegetable tray. I got some sushi. Yes, I got some sushi today. Some sausage balls. And later on tonight, getting some Tommy fries. You know I have to have my Tommy fries. I have to. It's a must. Hit the thumbs up, please, if you hadn't already. Hitting the thumbs up is a huge help to a live show. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't take any time to do. Very little effort or energy. But it's a huge help to a live show. So you guys go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you hadn't already. 252 people in here. We ought to be able to get to at least 175 likes. 175 likes before kickoff. Let's go. Let's go. Score prediction for this game? I haven't really thought much about a score prediction, although this morning I did pick Alabama minus the 13.5, so I think Alabama will win by a couple of scores. I took Alabama and laid the points. Augusta water got me all messed up. What's wrong with the Augusta water? The water here is great. Water here is great. I got some right here. Fresh out of the faucet, too. Oh, can we go ahead and get the hashtag 1980 over with, too? Let's go ahead and get that in the comments now if we can. Hashtag 1980. And hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Nate says, I forgot my Michigan t-shirt. Have you checked the trash, sir? Could be in the trash. That's right. Let's go. 1980. Let's go. 1980. Let's go. Good luck to Alabama and Cincinnati. Let's hope for a good game here. Cincinnati's getting ready to take the field now. Of course, first group of 5 team to make it to the college football playoff. We'll see how they fare. If they get blown out, then, of course, everybody's going to be screaming that they didn't deserve to be there. But, of course, almost everybody gets blown out in the playoffs every single year. We've had 14 playoff games. 11 of them have been blowouts. So even if Cincinnati gets blown out, that doesn't mean they shouldn't have been there, at least in my opinion. No. Patreon tonight at 7:30 for the Georgia-Michigan game. The link is in the description. Go ahead and get yourself signed up for the Patreon page. We'll be streaming Georgia versus Michigan tonight at 7:30 on the Patreon. Traveling Fools says 1980, but he typed it in Roman numerals. I had no idea you were Roman, sir. I had no clue at all. Of course, I prefer Greek numbers, but Roman is fine too. Stetson for Heisman 2022. Going to be hard for Stetson to win the Heisman next year when Bryce Young's probably going to win it again. Corey Brooks will have a big day, Mechie's replacement. I don't know. Cincinnati's got a legit secondary. Way better than Georgia's. Way better than Georgia's. One of Cincinnati's corners hasn't allowed a single touchdown. And they're both going to be playing in the NFL. Cincinnati's got 3 NFL players in the secondary, 2 corners and a safety. Not saying they're going to shut Alabama down, but their secondary is better than Georgia's. No doubt about it. I think Georgia's got a better front 7. But Cincinnati's got a much better secondary than Georgia does. Has the same player ever won the Heisman twice? Yes. Archie Griffin, wasn't it? From Ohio State back in the 70s, I believe it was. He won it twice, Archie Griffin. He's the only player, I believe, to win it twice. Alabama getting ready to take the field now. Cincinnati's already taken the field. Here comes Alabama. Led, of course, by Nick Saban. Here they come. I don't think if they've done the coin toss already, then I missed it. I don't know if they've done that yet or not. So I don't know who's going to be receiving or kicking yet. We'll find out here in a second. Stetson is going in round 2 of the draft. What draft? The only way Stetson goes in the second round of a draft is if the United States institutes another military draft, because there's no NFL team drafting Stetson Bennett. That's just never happening. Ever. He's not even as good as Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm went, what, 5th round? Here comes the coin toss. Chance-tastic, thank you for the super chat. He says, Alabama run game is the key. If Alabama's offensive line plays like they did against Georgia, it's going to be hard for the Bearcats. I agree. And Brian Robinson should be much healthier in this game than he was against Georgia. He was battling a hamstring. He hurt his hamstring in the Auburn game and then went ahead and played the next week against Georgia, but he wasn't anywhere near 100%, but he should be pretty close to 100% by now. So he should be in better shape today than he was even in the SEC title game, I would think. Yeah, Bryce Young, teeny tiny. Looks like Bama's going to get the ball to start. They're interviewing the coaches now. Laura looking fine. All right, Bobby. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, Georgia-Michigan game will be on the Patreon page as soon as this game ends. I'll stream the Georgia-Michigan game on Patreon tonight at 7:30. So if you want to watch me go nuts and lose my mind for 3.5 hours straight, Patreon page tonight at 7:30. We need y'all to send a 5-star QB our way, says an Auburn fan. Well, we've got plenty of 5-stars that we don't use. We might as well send them to somebody else. We got 2 on the bench right now. Got another one coming in next year to ride the bench. Justin Fields rode the bench. Jacob Eason rode the bench. That's 5 5-stars. None of them can get on the field. Ryan Brenner, thank you for hitting the super chat today, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the show. All right, here we go. Cincinnati getting set to kick off here to kick things off. The first semifinal college football playoff game. This is the Cotton Bowl, Alabama versus Cincinnati. Oh, hold on. Looks like Jameson Williams back deep to receive for Alabama. Both teams are lined up and ready to go. Waiting on the referee. And here we go. Kick is up. Goes out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Alabama will take over 1st and 10 on its own 25. First possession of the game here. Kickoff, just had the kickoff, so game just underway. Happy New Year, by the way, Uncle Lou. Happy New Year to you too, sir. Thank you again for the super chat. Happy New Year to all you guys and girls watching. I hope 2022 is better for everybody than 2021 was. How about that? How about that? All right. Bama comes out in a shotgun. 3 wide receivers and a running back. Bryce Young in the shotgun. Send a man in motion there. Handoff, Brian Robinson. Nice hole. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards on first down. Right up the gut. Nice hole. It's going to be 2nd and short now for Alabama. 2nd and about 4. Alabama hurries up to the line. 3 wide this time, all to the top of the screen. Bryce Young hands it off to Brian Robinson again. He's going to be tackled about a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Gumps. Catch me outside. How about that? Pistol formation now. 3rd and 1 for the Gumps on their own 34-yard line. Bryce Young in the shotgun. Brian Robinson right behind him. They hand it to him. He He gets the first down and then some, picks up about 5, up close to the 40, moves the sticks there for Alabama. 1st and 10 now. I bet Williams has a few big plays on those corners. Well, those corners are elite, but so is Jameson Williams, so he probably will get a couple of big plays. But Cincinnati's 2 corners are legit. First and 10 now for Bama. Still in a shotgun. Jameson Williams goes in motion, now back the other way, but they hand it off again to Robinson. Runs a man over, picks up about 8 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 2 now for Alabama. Cincinnati can't stop the run early in this game here. 4 straight runs for Alabama. They're averaging about 4 yards a pop right now. It's going to be a long day if Bama can run the ball on them, then you can forget it. It's over. You got to at least try to make them one-dimensional. 2nd and 3 now for Alabama. 4 wide receivers this time. Jameson Williams on the bottom of the screen. Back to throw this time. Pressure, rolls out, running for his life, makes a man miss, then gets caught from behind and is going to be tackled after a gain of about 1. Cincinnati got good pressure on Bryce Young. He got away from 2 players. The second player then caught him from behind, though. Missed him there. Turns around and catches him from behind. 3rd and 2. Jet sweep to Jameson Williams, and there he goes. Picks up about 20 yards on 3rd and 2. Just a jet sweep to Jameson Williams. 1st and 10 now for the Gumps. Another running play, another big hole right up the gut. Brian Robinson running people over, picks up 9 yards that time on first down. Alabama's averaging close to 10 yards a carry so far in this game. 2nd and less than a yard for Alabama now. On the Cincinnati 25-yard line. Handoff again, same result, picks up 6, 7, 8 yards. This is bad if you're Cincinnati. This is real bad if you're Cincinnati. Bama can run the ball. Bama has really been terrible at running the ball this year. They're only averaging about 4 yards per carry for the season, which isn't good for college or Alabama standards. But right now they're averaging about 10 yards per carry on this drive. Shotgun. Cincinnati jumped off sides. That's going to give Bama a free 5 yards there. It's going to be 1st and 5 now. First and 10, and it was the nose tackle that jumped off sides too. The ball is literally right in front of you, son. How do you jump off sides when you're staring at the football? I don't understand that. You're the nose tackle. You're literally right on top of the football. How the hell you jump off sides, son? You got to do better than that, buddy. J.R. Thank you for the super chat. He says, "Woo, I'm stuck on the road. You're my only way to see the game. Whoa, damn Tide." I got you, Jay. Don't worry about it, buddy. 1st and 5 now for the Gumps. Inside the 15-yard line on the 14 of Cincinnati. 1st and 5. They got a couple of running backs in the game now. 2 wide receivers, one up top. Jameson Williams down bottom. Bryce Young in a shotgun with a running back on either side of him. They hand it off. Around right tackle, close to the first down. Might be a little bit short. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and less than a yard now. Needed 5, got about 4.5 off right tackle. I think that was Trey Sanders that time. Giving Brian Robinson a break. Yeah, 2nd and about half a yard now, just inside the 10-yard line. They need to get to the 9 for a first down. Bryce Young's in the shotgun. Bama's up to the ball, ready to go. Jameson Williams in motion. Snapped. Another handoff. That's probably the best defensive play Cincinnati has had, but Bama still gets the first down. They needed a half a yard. They got about a full yard. 1st and goal now for Alabama inside the 9-yard line. This has been the first possession of the game. A touchback. Alabama took over at their 25, and they've marched all the way down the field on the ground. Not a single pass. so far. One jet sweep to Jamison Williams. The rest have been running backs between the tackles. First and goal for Alabama now. Looks like it's on the 8. 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Bryce Young in a shotgun. Snap, back to throw this time. Looks to his left. Fires, caught. Touchdown. No one even touched him. Slade Bolden, I believe that is, number 18. Touchdown Alabama, and that was one of the easiest drives you'll ever see. That was one of the easiest drives you'll ever see right there. Alabama averaged about 10 yards per carry on the ground. Unbelievable. Threw one pass, and it was the last pass of the drive, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Bryce Young to Slade Bolton. Alabama takes a 6-0 lead here early in the first quarter. 9:51 to go, so just over 5 minutes, that drive. Here comes the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, right down the middle, and the Gumps take a 7-0 lead over Cincinnati in the Cotton Bowl. They can't stop the run. It's going to be a long day. That's a fact, Joseph. That is a fact. Because Alabama's not a very good running team this year compared to what we've come to expect from Alabama teams. I think they're about 10th or 12th in the SEC in rushing at barely 4 yards per carry for the season. Desmond Howard chose Michigan to beat UGA. Don't know if that'll happen, but it should be a good game. Well, he went to Michigan. I don't blame him for picking Michigan. I'm going to have a complete meltdown if Georgia loses. That I can tell you. I can take losing to Bama in the SEC title game when we're 12-0, and I know we're going to the playoffs anyway. If we don't win tonight, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know what I'm going to do. Cincinnati has them right where they want them. Yeah, that's just the way Cincinnati drew it up. Okay, here's the plan, guys. We're going to go down 7-0 early in the first quarter. Yeah, I don't think that was part of the plan. I don't think that was part of the plan. Commercial break. Oh, yeah, good morning, though. Why does this keep moving? Probably operator error. Probably operator error. Bama's going to put up 50 since he has to match. I'll disagree with you on the 50. I'll take the under on Bama scoring 50. Go ahead and break something now for a warm-up tantrum. I don't do warm-up tantrums. I don't need to warm up. I wake up every morning ready to throw a tantrum. There's no need to warm up. Bama scores at least 40. Bama could score 40. Bama could score 40. All right, Cincinnati back to receive now. This will be their first possession. Bama marched right down the field and scored on their first possession. Kickoff goes through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So with 9:51 to go in the first quarter, Cincinnati's going to get its first crack on offense. We'll see what they can do. Defensive struggle between Michigan and Georgia, question mark. Yeah, I think so. Probably looking at a game in the 20s there. I think if any team gets to 30, they'll win. But I think you're probably looking at something like 24-20, 27-20, 28-24, something like that. All right, 1st and 10 for Cincinnati. Desmond Ridder in a shotgun. Back to throw on 1st down. Fires out to the flat, complete. Picks up about 4 or 5. Looks like they're going to give him 5 yards before he was pushed out of bounds. Positive play on 1st down for Cincinnati. Makes it 2nd and 5 now. A little pass out to the flat. Good for 5 yards. Boston Bevo, thank you for the super chat. He says, my Longhorns have a long way to go before we make the playoffs. Don't want to jinx your dogs, but I think you folks will win it all this year. We'll see. We'll see. Find out in 10 days who wins it all. January 10th. 2nd and 4 now for Cincinnati. They're going to hand it off this time right up the gut. Wow. Not a lot of room, but the Cincinnati guy was running hard there. Forward progress is going to give him 3 or 4 yards. It looks like it's going to be, what, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2? 3rd and 1. Cincinnati hurries back to the line now. They've got 3 receivers bunched up to the bottom of the screen. Ritter's in a shotgun, snaps, throws a hitch pass, caught. Needed a yard, picked up 3. 1st down, Cincinnati up to the 38. Ridder threw it right away to the wide receiver down on the bottom of the screen. He had a couple of blockers out there. Needed a yard and picked up 2. 1st and 10, Cincinnati now on their own 38. First and 10. Ridder in a shotgun. A lot of pointing going on. Snapped. Handoff. Nice hole. Right up the gut. 6, 7, 8, 9. Pushing the pile forward. 10 yards. I think that's going to be a 1st down. Cincinnati moved the pile forward another 2 or 3 yards after the running back was stopped. And it looks like he picked up the 1st down. 1st and 10 for Cincinnati now up near midfield. First and 10, Cincinnati on their own 48. Moving some players around now. Ridder in a shotgun again. 2 wide receivers and a couple of H-backs. Running back there with him too. Snap. Ridder back to throw. Fires. Wide receiver slipped and fell down. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 1 now for Cincinnati. Would have been a 1st down. Receiver had about a 5-yard cushion on a curl route. But he slipped and fell down trying to come back to the ball. Big 3rd down here for Cincinnati. 3rd and 1 on their own 48. Pretty good drive so far. Pistol formation this time for Cincinnati. 1 wide receiver to the top of the screen. They're going to hand it off right up the gut. Needed a yard, picked up 3. 1st down, Cincinnati right at midfield. Hey, what's up, Andrew? I'm not really pulling for anybody in this game, just hoping for a good game. I picked Alabama to win. It doesn't mean I'm necessarily pulling for Alabama. I just think they're going to win. It doesn't really matter to me who wins, though. 1st and 10 now for Cincinnati on the 50. Another handoff. Oh, no. Kept it. Throws out to the flat, complete, down to the 30. Wow, tricked Uncle Lou. Tricked Uncle Lou. RPO there. I thought he handed it off up the gut like they've done 3 or 4 times already, but Ridder pulled it out and hit the guy in the flat. And he was a speedy little dude, too, and he took off down the field up to the 30, or down to the 30 of Alabama. Big play for Cincinnati there. Well, the 31. So 1st and 10, Cincinnati on the Bama 31. Nice looking drive. 4 wide receivers this time for Cincinnati. Ridder gets the snap, back to throw. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was Will Anderson. No. Branch. Yeah, knocked it down. Number 14. Batted down at the line. 2nd and 10 now for Cincinnati on the Bama 31. Ritter in a shotgun again, moving people around this time. Couple of wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, one up top. Bama comes on a linebacker blitz. Pass complete. Oh, he put the okie doke on him. Oh my God, he just broke that dude's ankles. Who is that scrub? Oh my God. Who is that Alabama man? Jesus Christ, his shoes are back here at the 25-yard line still. Look at that. Oh, you better come back here and get your shoes and your ankles retaped or something, dude. I don't know what the hell just happened there, boy. You just got okie doke, son. Oh my God. 1st and goal for Cincinnati inside the 10. Where's all the people 5 minutes ago that said Alabama was winning 50-0? Where'd those people go? Damn. Who was that dud for Alabama that just got his ankles broke? That was humiliating. Oh, thank you, talk, doo-doo. Yeah, left his jock strap, his shoes, his ankle tape, everything's back at the 25-yard line still. Uh, 700 and something people in here. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. It's free. And it's a big help to a live stream. Hit the thumbs up. 735 people in here and only 230 thumbs up. There's no reason we can't get to 350. That's still less than half of you that liked the video. We should be able to get to 350 for Christ's sake. Stop mistreating Uncle Lou. Stop mistreating Uncle Lou. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Type 1980 in the comments if it'll make you feel better too. That'll be fine. Just type 1980 down there. You'll be amazed how good it'll make you feel. There you go. Get it out of your system. Get all them 1980s out of your system. Because in 10 days, you won't be able to type that no more. You better type it now, because you won't be able to type it in 10 days. 10 days, you'll be typing 2021. So get it out of your system now. I'm just letting you know. Get it out of your system now. Hashtag 1980. Hell, I'll type it too. I'll type it too. 1980. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. All right, here we go. Game back on. 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, Cincinnati on the Bama 9. Bama's up 7-0. Each team's had the ball once. Bama scored on their first possession. Cincinnati now down here 1st and goal on the 9. They bring a man in motion to the top of the screen. Snap. Ritter back to throw. Deflected and falls incomplete. Got lucky there. You got lucky there. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage and batted up into the air, but there was no gump around to intercept it. Cincinnati caught a break there. 2nd and goal now from the 9. That's the second pass Ritter's had batted down at the line. Ooh, he's wide open too. My God. He burnt that corner up top. Jesus Christ. If that ball wasn't batted down, that's 6 points for sure. Did you see how wide open that receiver was at the top of the screen on that slant? 2nd and goal now for the Bearcats on the 9. Ritter back to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. A little bit high, but he should have had that. You got to come down with that. You got to come down with that. Yeah, should have caught that. Should have caught that. Morgan North, thank you for the super chat. Love what you do, Lou, as a Georgia fan. Win or lose, love coming back to watch your takes after the game. Go Dogs and Happy New Year. Keep it up, my man. Hey, I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you and your family as well, sir. And thank you for the kind words. I sure appreciate it. 3rd and goal now for Cincinnati from the 9. Ritter in a shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Back to throw. Uh-oh, Bama blew that up. They tried some silly-ass screen, and it didn't trick anybody. Didn't even fool me. And I've never seen a game. Lost 5 or 6 yards there. Cincinnati's are going to have to... Look, what in the hell is Stetson Bennett doing at the Cincinnati game? Did y'all see that? Stetson Bennett's at the Cincinnati game with no shirt on. Did y'all see that? Manning, thank you for the super chat. Lou, what are your trolls going to do when they can't type 1980? But they'll come up with something else to type. Field goal is up. Right down the middle. It's good. Cincinnati cuts the lead to 4. Alabama 7. Cincinnati 3. 4:52 to go in the first quarter. Each team has had the ball once so far. Each team has scored. Alabama with a touchdown. Cincinnati with a field goal. Feels like a wasted drive, though, when you get down to the 9 like that and bogged down, doesn't it? 2021 COVID year doesn't count. Oh, yeah, that's right. That might be what they say. I don't know. Uber lady be here about 5:30 or 6. Somewhere around there. She can only stand me a little bit at a time, so she can't just hang out here all the time. I get on her damn nerves. So she just comes every once in a while. Hangs out for a little bit, you know. RR says adultery. What you do is your business, sir. What you do is your business. Counting them chickens again, Lou. What chickens? I don't do New Year's resolutions. Georgia or Michigan? I picked Georgia to win, Michigan to cover. Georgia's favored by 7.5. I think Georgia wins by less than that. The boys from Mount Pleasant won. Okay, great. Lou made Georgia lose. Yes, whether Georgia wins or loses is solely based on what I say on YouTube. Yes, you have finally figured it out. You're a genius. You're a genius. I don't watch you. Yeah, thank you. I know. I know you don't. Can I still bet on the Georgia game? Yeah, you can bet on a game right up until kickoff. Well, you never bet before? If you have to ask if you can bet on a game 3 hours before kickoff, then something tells me you're not betting on the game. Or and you've never bet on a game. Because you obviously don't know anything at all about it. Where's Jackpot? I don't know. At his house, I guess? I don't know. I don't have any idea. I guess you'd have to ask Bovada. I don't know. I'm not Bovada. I'm Uncle Lou. Can you bet me? Yeah, you can bet me. Send them here. Here's the PayPal. There's my PayPal. Send me whatever you want to bet. I think Lou's worked up because Michigan's winning. No one's winning. The game hasn't started. It starts in 3 hours. 3.5 hours. This is a football stream. Nobody cares about your political opinions. First and 10 for Bama now on the 25. They lead 7-3. Bryce Young hands off to Brian Robinson. Hitting the hole that time. Falls forward for a yard. Good play by the Cincinnati defense there, which is something they haven't had too many of today so far. Brian Robinson picks up a yard there. Second and 9 now for the Gumps. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the clock is ticking. Bama's up 7-3. Alabama has the ball on their own 26-yard line. Bryce Young in a shotgun with 4 wide receivers this time. 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. Back to throw. Bryce Young looks. Good protection. Now has to throw it out of bounds. Nobody open. 3rd and 9. Good defense there by Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got a secondary. Better than Georgia's, that's for sure. They got 3 NFL players in their secondary. 2 guys that'll be picked probably in the first couple of rounds. One of Cincinnati's corners hasn't allowed a single touchdown. Third and 9 now for the Gumps. 4 wide, 3 to the bottom, 1 up top. Bryce Young up yelling at the line of scrimmage, now pointing to Brian Robinson. Now he's ready for the ball. Snapped. Uh-oh, somebody moved. Now that looked like Bama moved. It looked like the right tackle moved. Maybe he was drawn off by Cincinnati, but it looked like the right tackle for Bama moved. They're going to call it on Cincinnati. That right tackle must have been drawn off. Let's see. Yeah, he was drawn off. That's the right call. Yeah, that's the right call. That's the right call. Big break for Bama there. 3rd and 4, much easier to convert than 3rd and 9. That's bad for Cincinnati. You get Bama on 3rd and 9, you're winning. You can't then give up a stupid penalty and make it 3rd and 4. Shotgun 4 wide, 3 down bottom, 1 up top. Bryce Young back to throw. Cincinnati brings the house. Gets it off to a wide open Bolden up near midfield. Man, if you're going to send that many people, you better get to him. If you're gonna, I think they send 6 or 7. I couldn't even count. They sent 6 or 7, couldn't get to him. Bryce Young found a wide open guy on a little crossing route over the middle. Slade Bolden takes the ball up to close to midfield, maybe to 46 or so. 1st and 10 Alabama now. Shotgun again. Hand off to Robinson this time. Bounces it outside. There he goes. First down, 15, 16, 17-yard gain inside the 40 of Cincinnati. Play was designed to go up the middle, but Brian Robinson bounced it outside around right tackle and picked up about 16 or 17 yards. Nice run there for Alabama. Incomplete pass there. Hold on. What does this say? Lou, I sent you is this you? Are your initials NB? I don't want to say your name, but is that you, NB? Let me see if you left a note on the PayPal. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right, it's a bet. Good luck on that $13 bet. Bryce Young pitches it. They did something similar to that against Georgia where it looked like Bryce Young was going to run it and then he pitched it. But I think he pitched it forward that time and he was past the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to be a penalty. Yeah, it looked like he was across the line of scrimmage and pitched it forward. Yeah. Yeah, that's a penalty. He was across the line of scrimmage. I have to back him up on that one. BB, that's a straight bet. He said he wanted to bet Georgia to lose. I mean, to me, he was pretty clearly across the line of scrimmage, and he definitely pitched it forward. So I think that's the right call. I think it was the right call when they got Cincinnati for offsides, and I think that's the right call that Bryce Young was across the line of scrimmage there. And he clearly pitched it forward. I mean, that's not even a question. That looks like a penalty to me. It's hard to get to Bryce Young. He's 5'9", 155. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, now they got to review it for 15 minutes just to state the obvious, don't they? What's the best game you've seen in person? Georgia, Tennessee in 2000, the year 2000, when the goalpost came down at Sanford Stadium. Arkansas Penn State prediction. I think Arkansas wins a great game. I think that's going to be I'm excited about that game. I think that'll be a good game. But I'm taking Arkansas in that one. Review the review. They've done that before. I've seen them do that before. Hopefully not today, though. Ever been to the cocktail party? Yes. I haven't been, I think the last time I went was 2014? 2013 or 2014. Lou needs a New Year's kiss. Well, come on over. Or were you not volunteering? All right, game back on. Penalty stand, so it's 3rd and 14 now for Alabama on the Cincinnati 41-yard line. So they're not even in field goal range right now. 3rd and 14. Bryce Young back to throw. Good protection, gets rid of it, caught. Short of the first down, though. About 2 yards short. Down to around the 29, 28-yard line. It's going to be 4th and short. See what they do here. Looks like Bama's going to go for it on 4th and 2. Handoff, Brian Robinson gets the first down. Needed 2 yards, got 4 yards, right up the gut. First down, Alabama up to the 26. First and 10 now for the Gumps on their on the Cincinnati 25. Bryce Young in a shotgun. Handoff. Ryan Robinson, big hole, first down and then some. Down inside the 10 to the 9. Strong run, boy. You know what? I haven't seen Alabama run the ball this good all season. What say you Alabama fans? Y'all haven't ran the ball this good all year. This is the best y'all have ran the ball by far. Alabama's got to be averaging 8 or 9 yards a carry in this game. Let's see. First and goal for Alabama now just inside the 10. 3 wide receivers to the bottom, but they hand it off again to Robinson. Around left tackle, pushed out of bounds after a gain of 1 this time. Not much doing there for Alabama. Yeah, Brian Robinson is averaging 6.5 yards a carry. Jamison Williams, 1 carry for the 18 yards. Trey Sanders, 2 carries for 6 yards. Bama running the ball good. Second and goal now for Alabama, just inside the 9. They're up 7-3 over Cincinnati. This is Alabama's second possession. Cincinnati's had it once. No punch yet in this game. No punts and no turnovers. Second and goal for Alabama on the 9. Bryce Young yelling at the line. Now he's ready. Back to throw. Good protection. Nope. Protection breaks. Uh-oh. Was that a face mask? No, I guess not. It looked like it might have been. Bryce Young was sacked. It looked like I guess they got him by the back of the helmet, but it looked like... Oh, no, got him by his shoulder. Okay. I couldn't see from that first angle. It looked like he might have got his face mask, but no, you could clearly see there he grabbed him by the shoulder. Look at that. Sit down, son. Uh-oh. Well, maybe he did get some face masks there. Looked like he might have got him in the ear hole. No flag, no penalty, though. Third and goal from the 15 now. Third and goal from the 15. Jamison Williams is on the bottom of the screen. Let's see if they try to get him the ball. Bryce Young back to throw. Scrambles. He's going to take off running. 10, 5. Pushed out of bounds around the 4 or the 3. It's going to be 4th and goal now for Alabama from about the 3 or 4. I'm assuming they're going to kick a field goal here. And that's the end of the first quarter. So we'll find out first play of the second quarter. But I'm assuming Alabama's going to kick the field goal here. Looks like Bryce Young went out around the 2 or 3 yard line. It would be 4th down. So I'm assuming we're going to be looking at a field goal here. Oh yeah, Celine Driver sent me this watch for Hanukkah. I'm not Jewish, but he is. Christopher Shannon says, go for it. I don't know if they'll go for it here. I don't know. They went for it on 4th down on this drive, though, and from about the same distance. 4th and 2. They went for it on 4th and 2 and gained 4. The way they've been running the ball, they might go for it. The way they've been running the ball, they might go for it, actually. All right, 1,500 people in here. Hit the thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I post college football videos and do these live streams every single day of the year. There is no off season here. There is no off season. There's just the part of the season where we don't have games. Subscribe to UNCLELOU. Watch every day like you're supposed to. And hit the thumbs up. 1,500 people in here. 560 thumbs up. We should have at least 750. At least half the people watching have to like, well, yeah, maybe you don't like me. Hit the thumbs up if you like the college football playoffs. How about that? Or here you go. If you think Alabama's going to win, hit the thumbs up. But if you think Cincinnati's going to win, then hit the thumbs up. Does that make sense? Let's try that. Super Chat and PayPal if you want to troll me with some kind of a note or whatever it is. Super Chat and PayPal is a good way to do it. There you go. I'll be streaming the Georgia-Michigan game tonight on the Patreon page. The link to that is in the description. Click the link. It'll take you to the Patreon page. You can have yourself a look around. And if you want to watch me lose my mind and just go absolutely insane for 3.5 hours, then come on over to the Patreon page tonight for the Georgia versus Michigan game. No. Happy New Year. Can we get another 1980 in the chat too? That would be great. It's been at least 10 minutes. Let's get some more 1980s going in the chat. That would be good. Field goal is up and good. The Gumps take a 10-3 lead. A penalty though. Now what is this now? A damn penalty on the kick. False start on Bama. False start on Bama. So they're going to have to back up and kick it again. They're going to have to back up and kick it again. So it'll be a 26-yard field goal attempt now from the right hash. The kick is up and right down the middle. So right back to where we were a minute ago. 10-3, Alabama on top. 14:56 to go in the second quarter. Alabama's had 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal. Cincinnati's had 1 possession, a field goal. So no punts, no turnovers, nothing too exciting in the first quarter. Every team got the ball, every team scored. There's your recap. Cincinnati's doing a good job so far preventing the big play. We haven't seen anything over the top from Jamison Williams or really any deep passes at all by Bryce Young so far. More of us Gumps in here than Georgia fans. Well, that makes sense since Georgia's not playing and Alabama is. But you got to think about these things before you type them out, you know? That kick goes out of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 25. Who do you think is going to win the Sugar Bowl? I'm gonna go for Ole Miss in that one. I like that Matt Corral is playing in that game, and I like what he said too. Did you hear what he said? They asked him if he was going to play or opt out. He basically laughed at the reporter. He was like, What do you mean am I going to play? I'm healthy and I'm a football player. Of course I'm going to play. That's what every player should say and do. Red Pitt, thank you for the super chat, helping to support the show today, sir. He says, Happy New Year. It is a Happy New Year. That's true. Happy New Year and Happy New Year to everybody watching, too. Hope 2022 is better for you than 2021. A sweep from Cincinnati here. Picks up 3 or 4 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and about 7 now for Cincinnati. Pushed out of bounds. LOL Gumps don't think. Go Dogs. You know what? You might be right. You could be right. They're going to give Cincinnati 5 yards on that sweep, so 2nd and 5 now. Desmond Ridder in the shotgun. Back to throw this time. Under pressure, down he goes. That's a big boy there. Number 94, Dale with the sack. That's a big dude there. Somebody forgot to block him is what happened. Yeah, pretty much untouched. They picked up Will Anderson, but forgot about the other guy. 3rd and a mile now. 3rd and 14 now for Cincinnati. Not a good position to be in. On their own 21, 4 wide receivers. Desmond Ridder in a shotgun. Snap, he's back to throw. Gets rid of it quick. Caught on a slant. Tackled right away. Picks up about 5 yards, 6 yards. And Cincinnati's going to have to punt it away on 4th down here. So we're going to have our first punt of the game. Good defensive series by Alabama there. Cincinnati set to punt. Snap is good. They get the kick away. Caught and tackled right away. No gain on the return. Good coverage by Cincinnati that time. Alabama's going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 32 or 33 yard line. Alabama leads 10-3, 2nd quarter. Each team's had the ball twice. Alabama had 106 yards rushing in the 1st quarter, most in any quarter this season. Yeah, I told you, I said they're running the ball better than they have all year. Haven't had to go deep yet. Run game's been working. 1st and 10 for Alabama on the 33. Another handoff. This play is blown dead, I believe. Flags all over the place. I think they blew that dead. Must be false start. Illegal formation. Too many people in the backfield for the Gumps that time. It's going to back them up, make it 1st and 15 now. 1st and 15. Backs Bama up now to their 28-yard line. 1st and 15, 12:25 to go in the 2nd quarter. Alabama's up 10-3. Empty backfield this time for Alabama. Bryce Young in a shotgun all by himself. Wide receivers all over the field. Back to throw. Gets rid of it quick. Over the head of the receiver. He sort of fell down. I don't really know what he was doing there. Incomplete pass, though. 2nd and 15 for the Gumps. Intended for Trey Sanders, the running back. Running a short out route up on the sideline there. Second and 15 now for Alabama from their own 28. Ryan Robinson in the backfield this time. Bryce Young's back to throw. Throws out to the flat to Trey Sanders, I believe, who's dropped after a gain of about 1. So 3rd and long now for Alabama. Let's see if Cincinnati can get off the field on defense now. Alabama forced a punt on Cincinnati's last possession. Cincinnati trying to return the favor here. 3rd and 14. Looks like Jamison Williams on the top of the screen by himself here. Bryce Young in a shotgun. 2 wide receivers down bottom. Bryce Young's back to throw. Here comes the blitz. Bama picks it up. Bryce Young throws. Incomplete down the sideline. And there's a flag down. It looks like it's going to be holding on Alabama, which they'll probably decline. Yeah, they'll decline it. Incomplete. 4th down, and the Gumps are going to have to punt it away here. Hey, Chris K., thank you for hitting the super chat to support the show, buddy. I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you and your family. Hope you're doing well. Alabama has a offensive lineman out for the game, they just said. They're having to play a true freshman at right guard, and I guess that's who the holding was on. The punt is away. Fair catch called and caught at the 29. Cincinnati will take over. Decent field position, their own 29. They trail 10-3, 11-17 to go in the second quarter. The Cotton Bowl, the first of two college football playoff games today. Georgia and Michigan coming up tonight at 7:30. I'll be streaming out on the Patreon page, so those of you who are members over on the Patreon page, I'll post a link to that video as soon as this game ends, and we'll do this again tonight for the Georgia-Michigan game. But of course, I'll be a little bit more animated during that one. I tend to get a little excited during Georgia games, just a little bit. Michael Ramey, thank you for the super chat. He says, Happy New Year from Dawsonville, Georgia, and go Dogs. I'll give you a go Dogs. Yeah, go Dogs, though. Jesus Christ, home slice. Thank you for the super chat. This is going to be a much closer game than I thought. We'll see. One of the concerns, I think, if you're Cincinnati, is depth, right? Cincinnati's got a pretty good start in 22. Alabama's got a pretty good 40 or 50 players. And sometimes that can make a big difference in the second half of games. We'll see what happens. So far, so good, though, I think, if you're Cincinnati. You got the ball with a chance to tie it up midway through the second quarter. I mean, it could be worse, right? Could be worse. Double T Sports, thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year. Good luck tonight, Bulldogs. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too, sir. And, yeah, good luck to my dogs. Taking on the X-Men, the Wolverine. I can't believe there's a major college football program that has a cartoon as a mascot. The damn X-Men, Wolverine. I don't want to hear that shit about how a Wolverine is an animal or whatever either. I don't want to hear that. G Young, thank you for the super chat. He says, No, we watching the Gumps, but if Georgia keeps losing on the biggest stages, our recruiting will burn to rubble faster than Mullen left Florida. Well, recruiting showing no signs of slowing down so far at UGA. Still can't get any elite wide receivers, but that's, why would any elite wide receiver come to Georgia? Juice Alert, thank you for the super chat. Would Dwayne Haskins have won a national championship if he went to Georgia? Also, don't be talking all that smack. UJ been irrelevant for 30 years. That might be the dumbest comment today. Irrelevant for 30 years? That's retarded. Georgia's won the Division IV the last 5 years. They won the SEC in 2017. They won a playoff game in 2017. They've got 3 New Year's Six bowl wins in the last 4 years. To call that a team like that irrelevant makes you look kind of ignorant, to be honest. And maybe you are. Maybe you may be ignorant. I don't know. Who do you have winning this game? I picked Alabama, and I picked Alabama to win this one and Georgia to win tonight. Meek 911, thank you for that sticker. Appreciate that. Chris K, thank you for the super chat. Lou, do you want Cincy or another shot at Bama? It doesn't matter to me. I picked Bama to win because I think they're the better team. I don't care who Georgia plays. 2nd and 9 now for Cincinnati on their own 31. Handoff up the gut. Pretty good gain. Picks up 5 or 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 4, it looks like now for Cincinnati. 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. They trail Alabama 10-3. 10-3. Third and 4 for Cincinnati. Desmond Ridder in a shotgun back to throw. Knocked down again. That's the 3rd pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage today for Alabama, and they're going to have to punt now. These passes batted down at the line of scrimmage. They don't show up on a lot of stat sheets. I mean, they just show up as an incomplete pass. Those are drive killers, though. You remember the one that was batted down when Cincinnati had the ball around the 10-yard line? That would have been a touchdown. That wide receiver was wide open on that slant route. It'd be 10-7 right now. So these batted balls make a big difference. That's 3 of them now for Cincinnati. They're going to be forced to punt it right back to Alabama. So Cincinnati's defense comes out, forces a 3 and out, but the offense can't get anything going. They're going to give the ball right back to Bama here. Punt is away. Bama backs up and catches it inside the 10-yard line, which is a huge no-no. A huge no-no. Never supposed to catch a punt backing up like that inside the 10. Fields it around the 9, and he's tackled right away. So not very good field position here for Bama, backed up inside their 10. If Bama and Georgia rematch, what happens? What do you mean? Who would win? Well, Vegas says Georgia would be a 1-point favorite in a rematch. So, I don't know. It depends what happens in today's games. But the line right now on a Georgia-Bama rematch is Georgia by 1. As far as what I think would happen, it's hard to see Georgia beating Alabama with Stetson Bennett. Tom Smith says refs versus Vols. Well, it wasn't the ref's fault. It was the right call. Maybe you don't like the rule, but it was the right call based on the rule. You cannot pull a player forward into the end zone. You can push a player into the end zone. You can't pull a player into the end zone. I think that's ridiculous. I don't understand what the difference is. I don't know why it's okay to push a player into the end zone, but you can't pull him in. And the referee ruled forward progress stopped. So the referees made the right call. Maybe you disagree with the rules. You know what lost Tennessee that game? Well, no defense is what lost Tennessee that game, giving up 600 yards passing to a terrible Purdue team. And then Tennessee had the ball at the end of regulation with 3 timeouts, and they needed like 10 or 12 yards to get into field goal range. It was like 30 or 45 seconds left on the clock, and they had all 3 timeouts. That's plenty of time. All they needed was 10 or 12 yards. You kick a game-winning field goal, game over. Instead, what do? They come out and they throw 3 straight Hail Marys, 40-yard incomplete passes for no reason. I mean, it was terrible play calling by Tennessee, and terrible defense by Tennessee is what lost them that game. Don't put yourself in a position where the referees can cost you a game against friggin' Purdue. Georgia wouldn't be favored after the last game. Well, Patrick, you just clearly don't know what you're talking about. I mean, this isn't my opinion. You can look these things up. There's been a line on a potential Georgia-Alabama rematch in the national title game since the day the playoffs were announced, which was after Georgia played Alabama, and it has Georgia as a 1-point favorite. So, it's not my fault. You don't either you don't keep up with the betting numbers, you don't understand the betting numbers. I don't know what your issue is, but it's a you issue, not a me issue. And it's got nothing to do with me. I'm just reporting the facts to you. That's it. There you go. Get somebody to read this to you. Georgia opens as a favorite to beat Alabama in national championship game. Okay? Georgia and Bama, both favorites in the semifinals. Bulldogs are favored to beat Clemson Tide in a potential rematch. Georgia plus 180, Bama plus 220. Try to understand gambling before you comment on it. Save yourself a lot of embarrassment. Vegas doesn't care about your feelings. Vegas doesn't care about your feelings. Commercial break in the game, so I figured I'd take a few minutes to educate Patrick McKeever. Which is better, college football or the NFL? I like college better. I mean, I do watch the NFL, but I don't even have a favorite team in the NFL. I keep up with players in the NFL more than I do teams, but I do watch the NFL. But to me, college football is the greatest sport on earth. I don't even think there's anything else close. Nick Saban is calling a very conservative game. Well, Cincinnati's got an elite secondary. I mean, I spent the last 2 weeks trying to tell people that, but the problem is the only thing the average person knows about Cincinnati is that they're a group of 5 team, so therefore they suck and every player they have is terrible. Cincinnati's got 3 NFL players in their secondary. Their corners are probably going to get picked in the first 2 rounds. One of their corners has never given up a touchdown. Their secondary is infinitely better than UGA's, that's for sure. And so I think that's why you see Alabama running the ball a lot and completing these short passes, and it's working. I mean, this is the best running game Alabama's had all year so far. Still on a commercial break on the game. Run the ball. That's right. Run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. All right, here we go. Bama second and 11 now on their own 8. 9:13 to go. Bryce Young back to throw. Fires over the middle, complete to a wide open wide receiver. Hit and flipped, but picks up the first down. Alabama got some breathing room now. Billingsley with the catch picks up the first down. Alabama out to the 20 now, 1st and 10. Brian Robinson off right tackle. Cincinnati tries to bottle him up. He gets away. Wow, Cincinnati had him a yard behind the line of scrimmage. And somehow he found a crease and came out the other side and turned what should have been a 1-yard loss into about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Look at this. You got to make these plays in the backfield. Look, 4 or 5 Cincinnati players draped all over him and couldn't bring him down. 2nd and 4. Another handoff. Big run this time. Up past the first down, up close to the 40-yard line. Big run by Brian Robinson there. This is why they're running the ball. I mean, when you're getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards every single time you run the ball, you run the ball. Run the ball. First and 10 for Alabama on their own 39. Another handoff. Trey Sanders this time picks up about 4 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and about 6 now. Second and 4 now for Alabama. 3 wide receivers up top. Bryce Young in a shotgun. They lead 10-3, 7:30 to go in the second quarter. Play action pass, slant, complete to Jamison Williams. Are they going to say he wasn't down? That's one of those things where if you're not watching, Cincinnati tried to sling the player down, but he didn't land on the ground, I guess. He landed on top of the defensive back. Let's see. Oh, no, his knee was down. His knee was down. This is going to come back. Yeah, his knee was down. It's still going to be a first down, though. They needed 4 yards. That's still going to be about a 6-yard gain. But his knee was down, so that big run is going to come back. His knee was down. Kobe Bryant, defensive back, Cincinnati. My farmer tanned ass would give Lou nightmares. Sir, there's nothing you could do or could ever possibly do in your lifetime to cause me to think 1 second about you, never mind a nightmare. I don't even know what you're going on and on about. About the only thing you could do to give me a nightmare would be to reproduce. That would scare me. How many games has the SCCC won? I don't know what the SCCC is. First and 10 now for Alabama. They're going to bring that back. His knee was down, but still pass good for a first down there. Alabama started this drive inside their own 10-yard line. They're up across midfield now to the Cincinnati 49. They're up 10-3 with 7:07 to go in the second quarter. Low-scoring game so far, I think, compared to what most people thought it might be. This is more like what I think the Michigan-Georgia score would be. Another handoff. Another big play by Brian Robinson up close to a first down. Probably picked up 9 or 10 yards there. I mean, Alabama is gashing Cincinnati on the ground. I don't know where this run game is coming from, but Alabama has not been able to run the ball all year. This has been one of the worst rushing Alabama teams in the last 15 years until today. Second and 1 now for Alabama after that 9-yard gain. Whistles. Timeout, Cincinnati. With 6:21 to go in the second quarter, Cincinnati takes its first timeout. They're down 10-3. And Alabama's getting ready for a 2nd and 1 here. Caleb Workoo says, I live in Uncle Lou's head rent-free. I don't know, have no idea who you are, never seen your name before. Until right now, I never spent more than half a second thinking about you because I don't know who the fuck you are, and plus I don't give a shit either. But yes, you live in my head rent-free. You figured it out. You somehow managed to crack the code. Salute. That, combined with the fact that someone has to Velcro your shoes in the morning, makes you a pretty special individual, doesn't it? The only thing that lives in Uncle Lou's head is Tommy fries. Now, that's true, and I've got some coming. In about 2 hours. About 2 hours. I'll have some Tommy fries over here in about 2 hours. Another big play by Bama, picks up the first down close to the 30-yard line that time. Ja'Cory Brooks with the catch. I think that's who is in for Robert Mechie. Maybe the Alabama fans can let me know, but I think that number 7, Ja'Cory Brooks, I think that normally would be Mechie. But of course, he's out for the year after suffering that injury in the SEC title game. 1st and 10 now for Alabama. Bryce Young back to throw, running for his life, running all the way back to the 50-yard line and then chunks it out of bounds. Ran backwards for 20 yards, Bryce Young did, and then threw it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Yeah, I saw the new Matrix. Now you have to really love the first three to like the new one. And if you haven't seen the first three, it's a waste of time to even try to watch the new one. You won't have any idea what you're watching. You have to have seen and understand the first three Matrix movies pretty well in order to even try to watch the new one. But I'm a big fan of the Matrix movies, so I thought the new one was pretty good. Caught by Jamison Williams that time. Picks up about 5 yards. Going to be 3rd and 5 now for Alabama. 5.5 minutes to go until halftime, and the clock is ticking. Did he catch it? Let's see. Yeah, that's a catch. Definitely a catch. It was low, but that was definitely a catch. They're going to call it 6 now for Alabama on the Cincinnati 26-yard line. Uncle Lou, where are the wanted glasses? Right here. Right there. 3rd and 6. Bryce Young back to throw all day. Incomplete. A rare bad throw by Bryce Young there. Threw it behind the receiver. He was open, but he threw it behind the receiver. A rare misfire there by Bryce Young. Bad throw. 4th and 6, and looks like another field goal attempt coming up here for the Gumps. Uncle Lou should do movie review. I've done several movie reviews. I've reviewed Forrest Gump. I've reviewed Rudy. I've reviewed several movies over the years. Yeah. Kick no good. Kick no good. Alabama kicking game. Poverty for 12 years and counting. Alabama kicking game. Poverty for 12 years and counting. Alabama can recruit the best player at every position in America, but they can't get a kicker for 12 years straight. Unbelievable. 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 Unfriggin' believable. I'm waiting for the book to come out. What book? Matrix book? You'll be waiting a while on that, won't you? God damn. Hope you're a patient person. Bama got the ball to start the game, so Cincinnati will get the ball to start the second half. So if Cincinnati can take this ball down and get any points at all before halftime, that'll put them in good shape going into the half, right? Because they'll get the ball to start the third quarter. Hey Lou, I'm a Hawkeye fan here. Always make an effort to listen to your live streams. Keep up the kick-ass job you do, man. You're my favorite. Thank you, Damien. Appreciate that. Good luck to Iowa against Kentucky, which that also could be a pretty good game. Arkansas, Penn State tomorrow, I think, will be a good one. Iowa, Kentucky, I think, has potential to be a pretty good game. Rose Bowl, I'm not interested in. Ohio State's got too many damn quitters. I'm not interested in watching half of a team play a bowl game. It just doesn't interest me. I'm tired of these quitters. Chastity wants to know if my hat says sperm asshole. No, it says you can't fucking read. But I don't know. Do you want some sperm in your asshole? Maybe is that what you're saying? Um, if so, come on over. Woody Sniper says that bitch didn't get the laces out on the kick. Yes, it's the holder's fault. That's what I meant to say. Alabama's just had bad holders for 12 years. It's not that they can't get any kickers. It's that they can't get any holders. That's what it is. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Almost 2,000 people in here. Y'all hit the thumbs up if you hadn't already. Desmond Ridder running for his life. Throws downfield. Oh, was that caught? Nope, incomplete. Damn. That would have been a hell of a catch. Incomplete, though. Instead, it's just a long incompletion. 2nd and 10 now for Cincinnati. Damn, you got to catch that, dude. You got to catch that, bro. You got to make a play for your team there, buddy. What you think about Oklahoma's performance? Again, too many quitters in that game to really judge anything. Oklahoma had too many quitters. Oregon had too many quitters. Pass complete on 2nd and 10 for about 5 yards. 3rd and 5 now for Cincinnati. I think he got out of bounds, though, which will stop the clock. 4.5 minutes to go. Third and 5 now for Cincinnati. 4:07 and the clock is running. They're down 10-3. Cincinnati gets the ball to start the second half. You definitely don't want to give the ball back to Alabama here. You need a first down. Alabama brings the heat. Ridder gets rid of it. Incomplete. Ridder had to get rid of it. He was about to get cut in half. 4th and 5. Not a good possession for Cincinnati there. Cincinnati had a chance to really steal some momentum here. Alabama misses the field goal. Cincinnati gets the ball back with 5 minutes to go. Any type of decent drive there gets you to halftime. You get the ball to start the second half. Instead, you go 3 and out, and now you're fixing to punt the ball back to Alabama with 3:52 to go, plus Alabama's got 2 timeouts. I mean, it might as well be 30 minutes to go with 3:52. So not a good possession there by Cincinnati at all. Plus, they threw the ball on every down, so the incomplete passes are stopping the clock. Gets to kick away, though. Decent punt. Fielded. Uh-oh, fumbled by the Gump. I think Alabama got it back. I think Alabama recovered that. This would be a huge break for Cincinnati, though. Now flags are getting thrown. Some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct. Somebody got thrown to the ground. I think that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on Alabama, though. That's going to back Alabama way up. But they dodged a huge bullet there. Dodged a huge bullet there. Yeah, Alabama dodged a big bullet there. Wow. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty on Alabama, though, for unsportsmanlike conduct. Bama going to be back way up now. Raheem Armstrong, thank you for the super chat and helping to support the show today, sir. I appreciate that. Happy New Year to you and your family. He says, just wanted to say that your content always cheers me up. Stay blessed and Happy New Year's. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the kind words. And I appreciate you tuning in today. Hang out and watch these playoff games. If you just joined, I'll be streaming the Georgia-Michigan game when this one goes off, but I will be streaming that one on my Patreon page. There's a link to my Patreon page in the description of this video, I think. Is there? Let me see. Yeah, there's a link to the Patreon page in the description of the video. If you want to check the Patreon page out, just click that link. It'll take you over there. And you can hang out tonight and watch the Georgia-Michigan game with us. Handoff. Same result as almost every single time they hand it off, which is about a 6 or 7 yard gain. Alabama's just having their way on the ground here. Shit, if I was Alabama, I wouldn't throw the ball again until they stopped the run. I mean, Cincinnati's secondary is the strength of their defense, so I understand running the ball and it's working. Why would you stop? Coming up on 3 minutes to go until halftime. Play action pass, Bryce Young under pressure, gets hit, incomplete. Yeah, Bryce Young looks kind of lost on this play. 3rd and 4 now for Alabama. I honestly don't know why they're throwing the ball at all. 3rd and 4 for the Gumps. 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Bryce Young in the shotgun, of course. Snap back to throw. Good protection this time. Has all day. Fires and looks like he backed up for a first down. Caught about 2 yards short of the first down, but fell backwards for a first down. Moves the sticks there for Alabama. 2:58 to go now until halftime. Alabama up 10-3. Bryce Young under pressure is doo-doo. Not much gain that time for Alabama on the ground. Cincinnati finally made a good play. Picked up a couple of yards. 2nd and about 8 now. Clock's running down to 2.5 minutes to go. 2nd and 7. Bryce Young back to throw again. Good protection again. Pitches it off to Brian Robinson, and he's off to the races. Didn't have anywhere to throw the ball, so he just did that little option pitch thing he's done 2 or 3 times out to the running back, Brian Robinson, this time, and he picks up about 25 or 30 yards on the ground. First and 10 for Alabama now, up across their own 40. Bryce Young throws down the sideline, caught. Deep out route to Ja'Cory Brooks there. Another first down, gain of about 15. Alabama in business now. 1:49 to go until halftime. They're trying to add to their lead. They're up 10-3 over Cincinnati. Cotton Bowl, semifinal game of college football playoffs. Second game coming up tonight at 7:30, Georgia versus Michigan. Minute 49. Bryce Young shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Back to throw. Looking, fires. Receiver went one way. Bryce Young threw it the other. Some miscommunication there. I don't know whether the receiver went the wrong way or it was just some miscommunication, but in any case, an incomplete pass stops the clock with 1:44 to go. Alabama looking at 2nd and 10 now. Three wide receivers all to the bottom of the screen this time. Bryce Young in the shotgun gets the snap. He's back to throw. Looking, going deep down the left-hand side. Wide open, Ja'Cory Brooks. Touchdown, Gumps. Touchdown, Gumps. Wide open. Finally a busted coverage or somebody gets open deep. First big play of the game. And Alabama gets a huge touchdown pass down the to the sideline along the left-hand side there to Ja'Cory Brooks, which I believe is Robert Mechie's replacement. And the ball hits the pylon, so that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Alabama. They're going to score here right before half. Huge play. Huge play. Cincinnati played pretty good defensively the entire first half up until that play. Didn't really allow any big plays, none through the air. Got gashed on the ground a little bit, but avoided giving up the big play for the entire first half until right there. And Alabama strikes deep. Extra point is good. And Alabama's now up 17-3 with 1.5 minutes to go until halftime. Cincinnati's got 2 timeouts and a minute and a half to try to put some points on the board before halftime. Then, of course, they will get the ball to start the third quarter. Yeah, wide open. Wide open, too. Nice play by Alabama there. Nice play by Alabama there. Yes, that was me on the ESPN commercial. Kick is away, fielded at the goal line. Cincinnati's going to bring this one out 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, up to the 35, up to the 40-yard line. Big return by Cincinnati. Big return by Cincinnati. Fielded at the goal line, returned all the way up to the 40. So Cincinnati needed something like that. Let's see if they can take advantage of it and capitalize and get some points here before the half. Yeah, it's the clip of me picking up the TV and kissing it from the Georgia-Tennessee game back in 2016. It's on the ESPN's playoff commercial. Georgia fans was rooting for Cincinnati. I haven't seen any Georgia fans rooting for Cincinnati. I'm not saying you're lying. I just haven't seen any. Second and 6 now for Cincinnati on their own 44. Desmond Ridder under pressure, gets away, takes off running, makes a man miss. Tackled, but not before he picks up the first down out across midfield. First and 10, 58 seconds to go now until halftime. Cincinnati does have the 2 timeouts, so really they got plenty of time. Now the clock starts running. 4 wide receivers, Desmond Ridder in a shotgun. Snap, he's back to throw again. Fires deep down the sideline, incomplete, thrown out of bounds there. Probably a good thing, too. 3 Alabama players standing around the receiver. Rodney Blackshire, thank you for hitting the super chat to help support the show, sir. Appreciate that. I just seen the ESPN commercial, and did you get compensated? Yeah, ESPN doesn't use your stuff without paying you for it. Second and 10 now for Cincinnati on the Alabama 47-yard line. Desmond Ridder's back to throw. Too high, incomplete. Third and 10 now. Threw it over the receiver's head. Third and 10 for Cincinnati. Third and 10, 42 seconds to go until half. Alabama up 17-3 over Cincinnati. Cincinnati trying to get some points here before halftime. They do get the ball to start the second half, so some points here would be huge for Cincinnati. Desmond Ridder's back to throw. He's going to get sacked. Yep, down he goes. Down he goes. Protection broke down that time. He tried to scramble, but couldn't get away. Sacked, and it's going to be 4th down. Cincinnati's going to have to kick it away here. Well, let's see. I don't know. Is Alabama going to take a timeout? I don't think they are. So Cincinnati might not even have to snap the ball here. That might be the last play of the half. It doesn't look like Alabama's going to take a timeout to try to stop the clock. Cincinnati's definitely not. Let's see. It's probably going to be the last play of the half. Yeah, that's it. Halftime. Halftime at the Cotton Bowl, semifinal college football playoff. Alabama with a 17-3 lead over Cincinnati. Cincinnati kicked a field goal on its first possession. What's going on here now? Oh, Cincinnati called a timeout with 1 second to go. They're going to attempt a Hail Mary here. Sacked. Couldn't even get the pass off. Well, that's sad there. That's sad.
First.
Some people are asking to see the commercial, so hold on a second and I'll play it. All right, here you go.
Belief doesn't wear pads. It doesn't get a helmet. We can't tape it up. And yet every week, we send it out here. Fragile and unprotected. And sometimes it gets crushed. But if it lives to see another day, belief only grows stronger and stronger and stronger. Until it's strongest when the lights are brightest. Alabama versus Cincinnati, Michigan versus Georgia. One of these teams will make believers of us all.
There you go. There you go. Halftime, Alabama up 17-3. Cincinnati gets the ball to start the second half. Bumble and Tinder are the greatest things ever created. I don't know about the greatest. I had to kiss the TV because you weren't here, Chastity. Come over here and I'll pick you up, kiss you instead of the TV. 11 of the 14 playoff games have been blowouts. These people saying Cincinnati doesn't deserve to be here are fucking retarded. I just played it. I just played it, Bean. Here's how you get on the Patreon. Help me get on the Patreon page. Here you go. Oop, hold on. Here. Click that link. Click that link I just posted. That link will take you to the Patreon page. It's in the description of the video, too. I'm streaming the Georgia-Michigan game on Patreon at 7:30. Yeah, I just posted the link to the Patreon page. The people are asking for the link to the Patreon page. I just posted it. Ned Penguin says, I just reported you. Good. Thank you. Report me again. Reporting a stream for not doing anything wrong is a waste of your time. Here's some breaking news. YouTube's not going to do anything to me, you fucking idiot. Tell YouTube how important your feelings are. Hello? Hello? Nolan, hello? 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 Now they got some people out there. There wasn't nobody there this morning. Did y'all watch College Game Day this morning? There wasn't a soul there. They got all kinds of people there now. Cincy doing better than Georgia. Well, Georgia was losing 24-17 at halftime, which is 7 points. Cincinnati is losing by 14. I'm not sure if you're an Alabama fan or what, but basic math would tell you that 14 is more than 7. I'll tell you who doesn't belong. A lot of people in this comment section. That's who doesn't belong. She'll be here in a little bit. Like maybe an hour. You want me to call her? Here, hold on, I'll call her. We'll find out where the hell she's doing. We'll find out what the holdup is. I'll call the Uber lady for y'all. Y'all seem very curious about where the Uber lady is. So let's just call her and find out.
Hey, babe.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello? The people won't leave me alone about where are you?
I am on the way. I'm dropping my kids off.
Okay. Did y'all hear that?
Okay.
Okay. They're very concerned.
Well, while I've got you on the phone, are you wanting Tommy fries now, or you want to wait till the Georgia game?
Well, there ain't no sense in you having to go back out, is it?
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, they're not going to be any good if we let them sit, though.
Well, who said anything about letting them sit? When have Tommy fries ever just sat around?
That's true. Those are facts. Those are facts.
No printer.
Okay, so I will drop them off. I will head to T-Bones to get the Tommy fries, and then I will be on my way.
Okay. Have a good morning.
You too.
All right. Does that satisfy y'all's morbid curiosity? Please send the link. What link? What link do you want? Tommy fries are, there's a restaurant here in town called T-Bones, and they sell something called Tommy fries. It's their version of cheese fries. It's potato wedges. It's fried potato wedges covered in like 3 different kinds of cheese, bacon, and ranch dressing. And it's probably my favorite game day snack. To me, they're the best version of cheese fries you'll find anywhere. They're really, really good. I'm in Augusta, Georgia. Damn, Lou, take a chill pill. What am I? Do I seem like I need to calm down or something? You're obviously new around here. I don't know how to be calm, sir. No, and nor am I interested in learning. Should Michigan put J.J. McCarthy in at all? Probably. I think they will. I mean, switching it up with a quarterback like that can work if you do it in the right situations. You know, red zone, maybe some short yardage stuff. I expect him to play some. I think it's the $10 one. It's the Patreon is $10 for the live stream. I think is what it is. It tells you on there though. Chantastic says home of the Masters. Yeah, Augusta, Georgia, where the Masters tournament is every year. Did you watch the Alamo Bowl? Which one was that? Who played in the Alamo Bowl? Let me look and see. And I'll tell you if I watched it or not. I can't keep up with the names of these pointless. Oh yeah, the Oklahoma-Oregon game. Yes, I did watch that. Rodney Blackshire, thank you for the super chat. Chantastic, thank you for the super chat. Brian, Raheem, all of you for supporting the show today with the super chat. I really, really appreciate that. That's what keeps these live shows coming back week after week. So I really appreciate those of you who are able to support the show with the super chat or the PayPal. I really appreciate it. Kyle T, thank you for hitting the PayPal link. Hoghead, what's up, buddy? He says the best example of UT's current situation was when the big fat white tight end broke those tackles and went down the sideline. Our DBs couldn't catch him, but they tried really hard and participated. Oh man, you gotta feel for these. You gotta feel for these balls. For $10, I can sub to Bang Bros. Well, for someone in your situation, that's probably a better investment. It's probably a better investment because that's the closest you're ever gonna get to getting your willy wet anyway. Is sitting at home in a dark room and stroking it off. So if I was you, I would take that $10 and spend it on Bang Bros, not on the UNCLELOU Patreon page. Are you gonna post your commercial and is it gonna show again?
Introducing Venture X.
I'll post a link to it. I'm not gonna play it again. I'll post a link to it though. There's a link. I just posted a link to the commercial if you want to watch it again. There it is. No, I did not watch the Marshall Bowl game. Golden Girls was not funny. I disagree. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm flipping through the channels late at night and there's a rerun of Golden Girls on, I'll stop and watch it for a little while. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not ashamed. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Did you watch the Peach Bowl? No, I boycotted the Peach Bowl. Because the best player on each team quit, and that pisses me off. So in order to punish Pitt and Michigan State, I did not watch that game nor talk about it really at all. Dilmer says, I'm from Augusta, great town. I agree. I was born and raised here. I've moved around Augusta a couple of times, but I've been here my entire life. Uncle Lou loves Blanche. Doesn't everybody love Blanche though? It can't just be me. Is that supposed to be an insult? Uncle Lou loves Blanche. I do love Blanche. Lou, did you play Final Fantasy? No, I don't think I've ever played any of the... you talking about the video games? I don't think I ever played any of the Final Fantasy games, no. I mostly played sports games. Mostly just sports games. You think Georgia will win today? Be honest. Yes, I do. I do think Georgia will win. I think it'll be a close game. I took Michigan in the points. Georgia's favored by 7.5. I took Michigan in the points. I think Georgia wins, but by less than 7.5. I think it'll be a good game. How much of a chance do you think Michigan has? I think Michigan's got a really good chance. I think Michigan's a good team. It's strength versus strength. Michigan and Georgia are kind of mirror images of each other. Great lines of scrimmage, good running games, average game managing QBs. Neither team really has any game-breaking wide receivers. I mean, Georgia's got George Pickens, but how useful is he going to be? We don't know. So I think they're very similar teams. But I do think Georgia will find a way to win. Can an upset still be pulled? In the game we're watching now, it's hard to see Cincinnati coming back from 14 down. Now, could it happen? Yeah, it could. But it's hard to see. Cincinnati coming back from 14 down. Cincinnati gets the ball to start the second half. If they score a touchdown on their first possession, maybe we reevaluate things. But that would make it a 7-point game. But it's hard to imagine them coming back from 14. How should Georgia handle Hutchinson and Ajabo? By running the ball. By running the ball. That's how. And when you have to pass, pass when you don't have to. Pass on 1st and 10. Pass on 2nd and 4. I mean, if every time I look up Georgia's in 3rd and 7 or longer, Georgia's going to lose. I mean, Stetson Bennett's terrible on obvious passing downs. Lou, you love your 1980 shirt. I do love my 1980 shirt. I love my 1980 shirt. Any sacks for Hutchinson? Will Anderson got a sack against Georgia, so Hutchinson may get one too. Georgia's one of the least sacked teams in America, and Michigan gets the most sacks. Michigan, those two guys, Hutchinson and Ajagbo, or whatever his name is, have 25 sacks between the two of them. Georgia has only given up 9 sacks all year. But you got to remember, Georgia doesn't throw the ball very often either, in the majority of their games. Now, they did against Alabama for unknown reasons. I don't know. Shit. Since Stetson Bennett in the game, and then he drops back to throw 50-something times. I mean, that was just a stupid fucking game plan. Normally, Stetson Bennett throws the ball like 18 to 20 times a game. So that's another reason why Georgia hasn't given up many sacks. Oddball Gaming says, I'm here. Thank you, Oddball Gaming, I was just about to put out an APB for you. I was awfully concerned. Georgia is trash. Well, I don't know what that says about the 126 other teams that aren't in the college football playoff, but okay, Georgia is trash. Thank you for that groundbreaking analysis, sir. Ritter worse than Stetson Bennett. That's big time fake news. These are the two best quarterbacks in the playoffs you're watching right now, Desmond Ritter and Bryce Young. Michigan will fumble all night. Is that true? Do they have a problem fumbling the ball? I don't know about that. Georgia hasn't been very good in the turnover department this year on defense. As good as Georgia's defense has been, they haven't created a whole lot of turnovers. They haven't created a whole lot of turnovers. Dallas Turner got a sack on Georgia. Throwing out of necessity is death for Georgia. That's a fact. Stetson Bennett can't throw when he has to. If they know Stetson Bennett's going to throw, it's terrible. Yep, 9 sacks. But now again, in a lot of the games Georgia played, they were up by 30. This will be another all SEC natty. Well, it could be. You could be right. You could be right. This is Sparta. Okay? Daniel Joseph, thank you for the super chat. And he's reminding everyone, I don't watch you. I knew you didn't. I knew you didn't. And I appreciate you not watching me. I appreciate you not watching me. Thank you. It's 11 p.m. here. Well, where the hell are you? You're in Europe somewhere. You must be in Europe somewhere. Let me go get something to drink. I'll be right back. Birdman, bitch. Fly in any weather. Second half underway. Alabama just kicked off. Touchback. Cincinnati will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25. They trail 17-3. Gump's on top. Here's to a good second half. Good luck again to both teams. And we'll see what happens. Your mom's basement is nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. She worked real hard on it. Hi. Hi. 1st and 10 for Cincinnati now. Looks like Desmond Ritter's going to take off running. Close to a first down. Picks up about 9 that time on first down. Design run that time for Desmond Ritter. Cincinnati quarterback. It's going to be 2nd and 1 now for Cincinnati. Zona Tucson says, good morning, Uncle Lou. Good morning, Zona. Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. 2nd and 1 now for Cincinnati. Alabama's got a player injured. I can't tell who it is. Number 9. Who is that? Oh, that's their safety. Is it Trey Battle? I hope he's okay. It looks like they're looking at his ankle. He's a good player for them. Let's hope he's okay. Jordan Battle. Thank you. Jordan Battle, not Trey. Bama's whole secondary is getting injured. Yeah, they lost Job in practice heading into this game. One of their starting corners. Now their starting safety is out. Hopefully he can come back in. We'll see. Second and 1 now for Cincinnati. They trail 17-3. They've got the ball on their own 34. Handoff. Picked up the first down. Needed half a yard. Gained about 2 yards. Moves to sticks there for Cincinnati. Should I watch UJ versus Michigan or Cavs versus Atlanta? Well, I would watch UJ versus Michigan, but I would watch any college football game over any NBA game. Any day of the week, anytime. Always and forever. 1st and 10 now for Cincinnati. Desmond Ritter's back to throw. Caught. Picks up about 8 yards there on a hook. Right along the right hash. 2nd and about 2 now for Cincinnati. Jake from State Farm going to go off versus Chicago Sunday. Oh, that's fake news. I doubt he even plays. He was so bad. He got benched in his first ever start last week. They benched him. He was so bad. I doubt he even plays this week. Doubt he even plays this week. 2nd and 1 now for Cincinnati. Ritter in a shotgun again. Back to throw. Complete. Did he catch it? He was juggling it. No, they're going to say he did catch it. Out across midfield before he was tackled out of bounds. 1st and 10 again for Cincinnati. This is one of the best drives Cincinnati has had since their first drive of the game. They're into Alabama territory here. They got the ball to start the second half. Down 17-3. Coming up on 13 minutes to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10 now for Cincinnati. Across midfield on the Alabama 48. They bring a man in motion, tighten things up a little bit. Ritter, play action pass, looking deep, throws, caught along the sideline, picks up about 12 or 13. Good for another first down. It looks like Cincinnati's found something along that sideline over there. Maybe they're picking on that guy that got, they might be picking on the new guy that replaced Battle. I don't know. First and 10 now on the Alabama 36. They're going to run it this time. He's got a hole up the middle, driving forward, close to a first down, picks up 8 or 9 yards. Cincinnati's not running the ball often, but they're having some success when they do. It's going to be 2nd and short now for Cincinnati. Luke Fickell looked nervous as hell. Where is Lou? Lou is right here. Another running play. Quarterback draw this time. Good for a first down. Needed a couple of yards, picked up about 4, moves the sticks again. Another first down for Cincinnati. You nervous? And I'm nervous for every game, bad dog, but for a playoff game, of course I'm nervous. I stay nervous. First and 10 now for Cincinnati. Back to throw. Complete out to the flat. Picks up about 5 yards down to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5 now for Cincinnati. Great drive here to start off the second half for Cincinnati. Some of y'all might need to back out of the stream and then come back into it if you're having some kind of an issue. Let me go get my cell phone and see what it looks like. Not much of a gain there on second down for Cincinnati. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 5 now to try to keep this drive going. I don't know. The stream is coming through fine on my end. So I don't know what those of you who are saying you're having problems. I don't know if you need to back out and come back in or what. But it's working fine on my phone. 3rd and 5 now for Cincinnati on the Alabama 19. Ritter in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's back to throw, looking, going into the end zone. Nobody home. Nobody home. Look, I don't think the receiver even knew the ball had been thrown. He kind of cut his route off short, and the ball landed 8 yards behind him in the end zone. 4th and 5 now for Cincinnati, and it looks like they're going to have to settle for another field goal. And you're just not going to win. You're just not going to win a playoff game in modern football kicking field goals. That's just the reality of it. Relapse again. I see Uncle Lou. Yeah, back on these cokes again. Nothing gets past you, man. You're a pretty smart individual. Field goal is good. So Cincinnati cuts the lead 17-6. Alabama's up by 11 now in the 3rd quarter. $13.5-point spread, and Alabama currently up by 11 for those of you that are keeping up the gambling lines for whatever reason. Chad, thank you for hitting the PayPal link to help support the show, buddy. He says, I hope this helps with your food. I love watching your channel, and I'm a Bama fan from back in the 70s. I still watch your videos every day, so thank you for helping me through life. I appreciate that, Chad, and thank you for supporting the channel. Hope you enjoy your New Year's Eve. Looks like your football team is going to get a win for you in a playoff game, so nothing wrong with that. And I hope you have a great 2022. Happy New Year's to you and your family, and thank you again for supporting the channel and the show with the PayPal link. I really appreciate that. How can I get in touch with the crazy Uncle Lou? Well, you can email him. You can comment in this comment section right here. You can tweet me. You can come knock on my door, whatever you need to do. Why would they give half-point spreads? Obviously, you can't score half a point, so I just wonder why. Well, because then they can't get a tie either. And point spreads are based off of who's betting on the game. So if a point spread is like Alabama minus 13.5, okay? Well, if everybody starts betting on Alabama at minus 13.5, eventually it's going to go to 14. If everybody is still betting on Alabama at 14, it's going to go to 14.5. They go up by half-point increments because when you place a bet on a game, you can get a push, which is a tie. So if you take If Alabama was an 11-point favorite and this game ended right now, no matter which way you bet the game, you would just get your money back. You wouldn't win or lose the bet. You would just get your bet back. So if the spread is a half a point, that eliminates the chance for a tie. Meet me at Walgreens. Which one? And can we make it CVS? Does it have to be Walgreens or can it be CVS? Jameson Williams set to receive the kick now. Here it comes. Fielded on the goal line. He's going to bring it out to the 10, the 15. Oh, big hit. Big hit at the 15 and crumpled up and down he goes. Man, that's why it's dangerous to let your best player return your kicks like that. Look at his hit here. Boop. Sit down. 1st and 10, Alabama at their own 15. First and 10 for Alabama now. They're up 17-6. 9:52 to go in the third quarter. Cotton Bowl. First of 2 college football playoff semifinals. Game number 2 coming up tonight at 7:30. Georgia versus Michigan. I'll be live streaming that game on the Patreon page. So for those of you who are members of the Patreon page, I'll post a link over there when this game ends. You just go to the Patreon page, click the link, and it'll take you to the Georgia-Michigan stream. We'll hang out and watch the second playoff game. You can watch me lose my mind and act like a complete fool for 3.5 hours. Huge run by Brian Robinson. There he goes. Up to the 35. Almost a 20-yard gain there. Alabama doing work on the ground in this game. Another running play. Picks up 3 or 4 this time before he's tripped up. Second down coming up for Alabama now. Who are you rooting for? I'm not rooting for anybody. I picked Alabama to win, but I don't have a rooting interest one way or the other in the game. I'll be rooting for Georgia to win tonight when they play Michigan. Alabama playing old school surprised me today. Well, Cincinnati has an elite secondary. So I'm not surprised you're seeing Bama go to work on the ground. Cincinnati's got 3 NFL players in their secondary. 2 of them are going to be drafted in the first couple of rounds. One of their corners has never given up a touchdown pass. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I'll be rooting for Michigan tonight against Georgia. Well, good luck. Good luck. Black goatee. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Assuming an LSU fan with the way goatee is spelled. Bryce Young scrambling on 3rd and 6. Tackled out of bounds for a 3-yard loss. Sacked. Alabama's going to be forced to punt. So here we go. If Cincinnati can get something going on this next drive, then we got a game. Black Goatee says, what's up, Uncle Lou? I'm an LSU fan, but I'm just hanging out watching the game because you're funny as shit. I appreciate your content. Go Tigers. Yeah, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. I'm just an idiot college football fan, like I'm assuming most of you are here in the comments section. I don't mean an idiot as in stupid, but I mean I'm idiotic in my passion and love for college football. Georgia's my favorite team. I don't try to hide that, but I'm a college football fan. I would literally watch any college football game. It's the greatest sport on earth, the greatest sport ever invented, and I can't get enough of it. Cincinnati with a decent return before he was slung out of bounds there around the 30. Cincinnati's going to take over right there, 1st and 10. They trail by 11. They kicked a field goal on their first possession of the second half, then forced an Alabama punt. Now they get the ball back down 11 with a chance to make it a 1-score game. Even a field goal at this point would make it a one-score game. What happened to all the Cincinnati doesn't belong people? Are they still here? What are all the Cincinnati doesn't belong people? Are they still here? Let me know. Maybe you didn't hear me. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, what happened to all the Cincinnati doesn't belong people? Where did you go? All I heard, Cincinnati don't belong to him. Deserve to be here. Cincinnati don't belong to him. Deserve to be here. Cincinnati don't belong. Deserve to be here. Cincinnati don't belong. Where did you go? Where did you go? Stop hiding. William Amo, thank you for the super chat and supporting the show tonight, buddy. I really appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying this playoff game. Alabama versus Cincinnati. How about them Gamecocks? Yeah, beat North Carolina. Played a good game, too. Frank Beamer won himself a mayonnaise bath. That's amazing. That's amazing. Is this closer than you thought this would be? Well, I picked Alabama minus 13.5. I didn't necessarily think it would be a blowout, but I did think Alabama would cover the 13.5, and they still could. They still could. I mean, this is, Cincinnati's got a couple of field goals, so we'll see what they can do now, but I mean, I think at this point, anybody who's not giving Cincinnati a little bit of respect is either just blind or kind of football ignorant. I mean, Cincinnati's holding their own. I mean, 17-6, a lot of people thought it would be way more embarrassing than this. So I think at this point, if nothing else, I think Cincinnati has proved he does at least belong here. Jamison Williams into Tua tent. Uh-oh, they done put Jamison Williams into Tua tent. Uh-oh, sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. I don't have a favorite NFL team. I do watch the NFL, but I don't have a favorite team. I kind of just follow players. Usually it's players that I liked in college, and then I'll follow along with them in the NFL. And not just Georgia players. I mean, some of my favorite players every year don't play for Georgia. And I like to follow them along in the NFL, but I don't really have a favorite NFL team. 1st and 10 for Cincinnati on their own 29. Ritter throws complete. No, dropped. Hit him right in the numbers, right in the gut, and he dropped it. Would have been about a 5-yard gain. Instead, 2nd and 10. This is not good for Alabama if Jamison Williams can't return. And I'm not necessarily talking about this game, but you're already down your number 2 wide receiver, Mechie. He's done for the season. If you lose Jamison Williams offensively, that's bad news for whoever Alabama would play in a week and a half. Because Alabama's not going to run the ball on either Georgia or Michigan the way they're running it on Cincinnati. They're going to have to throw the ball against Georgia or Michigan. Cincinnati with a running play up the middle. Breaks loose for about 5 or 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4, I think, now for Cincinnati. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alabama up 17-6. Bad Dog, thank you for the super chat. He says, good luck tonight, sir. Happy New Year's. And if I may say, go Dogs in that. Thank you, Bad Dog. Congratulations on Oklahoma's win over Oregon, by the way. And Happy New Year to you, your lovely wife, and Little Bad Dog. Especially Little Bad. You tell Little Bad Dog UNCLELOU said Happy New Year. 3rd and 4 for Cincinnati. Shotgun. Desmond, it looks like Alabama's bringing the blitz, and they are. Ritter rolls out. Fires. Incomplete. Knocked away. Had a chance to catch it, but the defender broke up the pass right as it was getting to the receiver, and it looks like Cincinnati's going to have to punt it away here on 4th and 4. Twinsky1. Thank you for hitting the super chat. He says, I like your helmet. 4th row down and 4th one in from the Georgia State wall hanging. 4th row down, 4th one in. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nebraska? Are you a Nebraska man? Are you a Nebraska man? Why does that look like a Gamecock logo? I don't know. Nebraska helmet. 4th row down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th one in. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Best 3-9 team in history. That's right. That's right. Ask any Ohio State fan and they will tell you Nebraska is an amazing 3-9 team. Jameson's back in. That's good news. That's good news. You don't ever want to see anybody get injured, especially star players. Tristan, thank you for the super chat. He says, what's up, Uncle Lou? Go Dogs and Happy New Year. You should get 2 a tent copyrighted. Also, as long as Monken doesn't get pass happy again and we stick to the run game, we will win tonight. Go Dogs. Happy New Year's to you and your family as well, Tristan. Thank you for the super chat and supporting the show. Yes, I agree with you. Stetson Bennett's got no business throwing the ball more than 20 to 25 times a game. In fact, I think if any team, Georgia or Michigan, either one, if either one of them has to throw the ball more than 30 times, that means they lost. In my opinion today. I think both of these teams want to run the ball and don't want to have to rely on their quarterbacks to win the game. Tommy Frazier, Lawrence Phillips, Nebraska was fire. Yeah, I think the 1995 Nebraska team is the best college football team of my lifetime. That was an amazing team. That 1995 Nebraska team was unbelievable. Georgia needs to put JT in. Sir, do not get me started. Do not get me started tonight on this Georgia quarterback situation. Don't even, I don't know if you're just trying to get me riled up or if you're legitimately saying that. Please do not get me going on the Georgia quarterback situation. Who's going to hire Dan Mullen? To me, Dan Mullen has NFL offensive analyst written all over him. To me. 95 Nebraska over 20 Alabama? Yes. Yes. I'm not, no COVID team is the greatest ever. No COVID team that played no non-conference schedule and only played 10 regular season games is the greatest ever. No. That's just recency bias. Every year, people try to tell us this year's team is the greatest ever. I remember in 2018, Alabama was going to have the greatest team ever. That was the greatest team we'd ever seen. And then they got beat 44-16 by Clemson. And then in 2019, they kept saying, oh, LSU's the greatest team ever. Now 2020, Alabama's the greatest team ever. It's like every year's champion all of a sudden becomes the greatest team ever. I don't buy that. 1995, Nebraska. 2001, Miami. 2013, Florida State. Those are some of the greatest teams of my lifetime. Do you follow baseball? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I do not follow baseball. Bryce Young scrambles on first down for a gain of about 7. 2nd and 3 now for Alabama. Are you going to be making a Your Season is Over Bowl edition? Yes. Your Season is Over video will be coming out tomorrow morning, whether Georgia wins or loses. Well, first of all, I'll have my halftime. I'll do a video tonight at halftime of the Georgia-Michigan game. I'll do a video after the Georgia-Michigan game, win or lose. And I'm doing a Your Season is Over video tomorrow. And the next day So there'll be 2 Your Season is Over videos. One tomorrow, one the next day, because you got a bunch of bowl games tomorrow. And then the final Your Season is Over video will be out January 11th, the morning after the national title game. Tua is a good QB. When he's healthy, he is. When he's healthy, he is. 3rd and 6 now for Alabama on their own 30. Cincinnati trying to get off the field again on defense. Let's see if they can do it. They bring a blitz. Bryce Young back to throw. Gets rid of it. Intercepted. Intercepted. Bryce Young had pressure in his face. Got lit up right as he threw it. Overthrew the receiver by a mile. And the safety, who was just camped out in center field, intercepted the ball. So we have our first turnover of the game here. The blitz gets home for Cincinnati right in Bryce Young's face as he gets ready to throw the ball. Caused him to sail it way over the receiver's head. Cincinnati had a safety just sitting back there playing center field, and he comes up with the interception right around midfield. So Cincinnati's going to have great field position here, down by 11. That's definitely a catch. That's an interception. First turnover of the game. Hard to believe Alabama's struggling with a team that doesn't belong, but that's what people have been telling me for a month, is that Cincinnati doesn't belong in the playoffs. 1st and 10 for Cincinnati right at midfield. They run a toss sweep. Flag comes down right away. This is going to be some kind of an illegal formation or something. I mean, this flag was thrown as soon as the ball was snapped. Looks like an illegal shift. Is that what does this mean? I think that's illegal shift. Yeah. Illegal shift on Cincinnati is going to back them up. 1st and 15 now. How long have you been running this channel? I think I started this channel in 2014. I've been doing YouTube full-time since 2016. Draw play for Cincinnati. Didn't fool anybody. Loses another couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd and about 18 now. Try not to get too excited, but I think the Uber lady's here. What was your score prediction? I didn't do a score prediction. I did take Alabama minus 13.5, but I didn't give an actual score prediction. But this is a lot more low scoring than I thought it would be. This is more like how I thought the Georgia-Michigan game would be. Batted ball. Falls incomplete. That's the 4th or 5th batted ball Desmond Ritter's had so far this game. And lucky that none of them have been picked off yet. But 3rd and 16 now for Cincinnati. That's at least the 4th one of those I know of that's been batted down at the line of scrimmage. And eventually one of these things is going to get picked off. How tall is Ritter? I'm not sure. He's over 6 feet though, isn't he? He looks like he's over 6 feet. He's taller than Bryce Young or Stetson Bennett. I know that. Whistle dead. Play whistle dead. We got a timeout. Yeah, it looks like Cincinnati called a timeout right before the ball was snapped there. So a timeout to look things over for this 3rd and 16. 3:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bama's up 17-6. 6'2" or 6'3" here. I'll look it up and see. .6'4". Desmond Ridder 6'4". Desmond Ridder 6'4". Lacey Denton says definitely not 6'4". Well, I mean, I don't know. He's listed at 6'4". I don't know his actual height. I mean, I've never measured him. If that's what you're asking me. I've never tracked him down with a ruler. But he's listed at 6'4". Bill O'Brien's play calling is dog shit. I don't think y'all can throw on Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got an elite secondary. Elite. 3 NFL players. 2 of them will be drafted in the first couple of rounds. One of the corners has never given up a touchdown. And you're running it down Cincinnati's throat. If you have any issue at all with Bill O'Brien in this game, it should be that he's throwing it too much. You should be run. Bama's averaging 7-8 yards a carry. How tall was Vince Young? I have no idea. No idea. I do know he was the dumbest player in NFL history, though. He's got the lowest score ever on the Wonderlic test.
There are Uber Eats orders here.
Oh, it smells really good, too. Y'all were asking, or somebody was asking, or what, the Tommy fries? Here you go. It's just these big potato chunks here with all 2 or 3 different kinds of cheese, ranch dressing, bacon. It's literally the best thing you've ever eaten. If that tells you anything. Which I'm pretty sure that does. Bad Dog, yeah, I never thought about that, but that's a good point. I watch all my own videos, therefore I don't have to worry about my cholesterol. You gotta add barbecue to the Tommy fries. No. No, you don't. Trust me, you don't. You don't have to add anything to them but a fork. Oh, down goes Ritter on 3rd and 16. Big sack. It's going to be 4th and 2.5 miles. Now they're going to have to punt this thing away. Eddie Phillips, thank you for hitting the super chat. Help support the show and the channel. I really appreciate that. Hey, you're not going to believe this, but it's done changed now. A minute ago, there was 1,980 people watching.
I saw.
1,980.
Wow.
There was 1980 people watching. Now it's up to 2001, but a minute ago there was 1980 people watching. That's amazing. Hashtag 1980.
That's a sign.
The kick is away. It's a wobbly kick too. Fielded and tackled right away. No gain on the return. Bama will take over right there, 1st and 10. They're up 17-6. 2:54 to go in the 3rd. Oh my God! I wish y'all could taste this. Eddie Phillips, that was very generous of you, by the way, that super chat. Thank you very much. Twinsky1 says, you resemble Tim the Tat Man.
Who's the Tat Man?
I don't know who Tim the Tat Man is, but if he looks anything like me, he must have had a pretty hard life. I don't even know him, but I feel sorry for him. What is Alabama doing? They're currently winning 17-6 in a playoff game. hi to you, Mom?
I'm
Why
sorry.
did you? God. Well, things are so good. You have no idea how those are. If you ever get down with Dusty, Georgia, you gotta go to T-Bone and get Tommy fries. Tell him, and when you get him there, tell him Uncle Lou said good morning and that. Damn, they done timed his ass out already. Nobody likes him, that's why. Nobody likes him. Bryce Young throws over the middle, complete to Jamison Williams for a first down up close to the 45. Big play there for Bama. Hey, thanks, John. I appreciate that, buddy. Happy New Year to you and your family, too, sir. Cincy offense is not college football playoff. Okay, so now we've gone from saying Cincinnati isn't playoff worthy to just their offense isn't playoff worthy. All right, I got it. I get you now.
Something to drink?
Yeah. You got your cherry Cokes in there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice run by Brian Robinson there on 2nd and 9. Right up the gut, picks up about 10 yards, first down. First and 10 for Bama now on the Cincinnati 44. Into the third quarter, Bama up 17-6. Hey, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Billy Napier's doing some good stuff in the offseason. Like what? His recruiting class is dead last in the SEC. What is it he's doing that's so good? One hour and 12 minutes until the main event. This is the warm-up game. You see how they put Alabama on at 3:30. God damn. Nobody want to watch this shit. They put Alabama on at 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, we got the real game coming on at prime time.
That's right. The important game.
Hey, Steve, I appreciate you tuning in. He says he's a Bama fan watching from Lebanon.
Wow.
Yeah. Lebanon. Sounds dangerous to me.
Sounds very dangerous.
Yeah. Sounds dangerous to me. Well, so far so good for you, sir, or for your Alabama Crimson Tide here. 17-6 in their driving. Start of the fourth quarter here. Likely to increase their lead here in the next couple of minutes. Alabama whooped Georgia. Yes, they did. Mike Vick says UJ wins by 30. Not the real Mike Vick, some other Mike Vick. I would be shocked if anybody wins the Georgia-Michigan game by 30. I think that's going to be a close game. Andrew says, please beat Michigan tonight, coming from an Ohio State fan. I'm going to try my best to beat Michigan. That I can assure you. I'm going to spend 3.5 hours going absolutely nuts and acting like a complete maniac and buffoon in here. So I promise you, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to act like a fucking lunatic for 3.5 hours starting at 7:30. That I can promise you. That I can promise you.
I'm so looking forward to that.
I bet you are. Yeah, you did beat Georgia, but apparently that wasn't enough for the playoff committee to put you on in prime time. But y'all did try real hard. Why no live stream? What do you think you're watching, sir? Come on. Why no live stream? You're watching this live, sir. I don't even know what to do with that. Why no live stream? Why aren't you commenting? Where's that guy that just commented? No, why no live stream? Hey, guy that just commented. Joe Dirt says, why no live stream? Hey, Joe Dirt, why aren't you commenting? Please, why aren't you commenting?
Do we need to get the bullhorn out for that?
I just got the bullhorn out 10 minutes ago.
Obviously, people aren't listening.
I know. Television will not be harmed tonight. Well, if Georgia wins, then yeah, all my TVs will be safe. Jamison Williams on the crossing route, down inside the 30 to the 28. Yeah, that was a very unnecessary penalty on Cincinnati there. I don't know if the guy got frustrated or what, but that was ridiculous. An obvious penalty there on Cincinnati. I don't know if he's frustrated. I don't know what the deal is, but that's just ridiculous. You can't do that, buddy. You got to be better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Just ripped his helmet off. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta know better than that. I'm eating Tommy fries. It's basically cheese fries. Potato wedges with melted cheese, ranch dressing, and bacon. Justin says Michigan 31, Georgia 23. That's about the kind of score I'm expecting. Not that I think Georgia's going to win, but that's the same type of score I'm thinking. 28-27, 28-24, 31-28. 27-24, something like that. Somewhere in that range, too. Yeah, they're baking on there. Black Goatee, thank you for the super chat. Says, for those who don't know, Uncle Lou single-handedly got the ESPN networks put back on YouTube TV within 24 hours. Facts. 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 If it wouldn't have been for my rant video, YouTube TV still wouldn't have ESPN. All right, Alabama down inside the 5 now. Play blown dead. Flag. False start on the Gumps, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. False start on the Gumps, that's going to back them up to around the 9-yard line, it looks like. Yeah. 9-yard line now for Alabama. 2nd and 6. They can get a first down without scoring. Second and 6 now for Alabama. Bryce Young back to throw. Rolls out. Looks complete over the middle. Touchdown. Touchdown, Alabama. That's going to make it 23-6. An extra point will make it 24. Millis Vanillis wants everyone to stop mistreating Uncle Lou. I couldn't agree more. Millis Vanillis, it's really past due that people should have stopped mistreating me a long time ago. Stop mistreating Uncle Lou! It's the right thing to do. No, lady, how about you shut the up? I'm doing YouTube, bitch. Extra point is good, and the Gumps take a 24-6 lead. 13:52 left in the fourth quarter. I was one of the people that vouched for a group of 5 team to get in. Ain't going to do that anymore. I don't know why anyone... I don't know what about this game makes people say, well, yep, Cincinnati didn't belong. I mean, that's just insane. Of course they deserved a spot. They deserved a spot. 11 of the 14 playoff games have been blowouts. This is no surprise. Who else would you have put in besides Cincinnati? What do you think Alabama would do to Baylor or Oklahoma State or Notre Dame? I mean, come on. Hey, thanks, Mary. I appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Probably a lot of you new here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I do this college football channel year-round. There's no off-season here. There's no off-season here. Now, we're coming up on the part of the season where there's no games, and that's terrible. That's terrible. But I post these pointless live streams like this and upload barely watchable college football videos year-round. The lunacy never stops here on YouTube. It's a never-ending. YouTube is like, you know what? YouTube's like that. Is like the handkerchief. It just keeps coming and coming. It's just never-ending. Yeah, and ridiculous, and pointless. First and 10 for Cincinnati now on their own 25. They're going to start off on the ground here. They get just across the 30 before they're pushed back. It's going to be 2nd and 5 now after that first down run. Hey, thank you, Jared. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for hitting the super chat to support the show tonight. You're good people. You're good people. 2nd and 4 for Cincinnati. They keep it on the ground. Runs over a man for a first down. Picks up 7 or 8. Moves to chains there. 1st and 10 Cincinnati. Clock ticking down to around 13 minutes to go in the fourth. Hey, thanks, Christopher. You too, buddy. Happy New Year to you. Zachary Cotterman, thank you for hitting the super chat to support the show. I appreciate that, buddy. Happy New Year to you. Manning for life, thank you, sir. YouTube TV did a deep dive on Lou and saw what happened to DirecTV. Yes. Yes. They did not want those problems. They did not want that set of problems.
Oh, man.
Toss sweep now for Cincinnati out across the 40 to the 42 before he's pushed out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and about 6 now for Cincinnati. 12:43 to go and the clock is ticking. I will be streaming the Georgia-Michigan game also, but that will be on the Patreon page. So if you're not signed up on the Patreon page, I hope you'll join us over there for the Georgia-Michigan game tonight. As soon as this game ends, I will post a link on my Patreon page. You just go to the Patreon page, click the link, and it will take you to the live stream tonight for the Georgia versus Michigan game, the 2nd playoff semifinal. Big play by Cincinnati down the middle there on a post route. About a 30-yard gain through the air there. Probably Cincinnati's biggest play of the day. 1st and 10 up down inside the Alabama 30 now. Biggest play of the day for Cincinnati. They're in hurry-up mode now. Back to the ground on 1st down. Picks up about 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and about 4. The link to the Patreon page is in the description of this video. So if you want to click the link and look around on the Patreon page, I hope you decide to get yourself signed up. Come hang out with us tonight. Watch the Georgia versus Michigan game. I do all kinds of Patreon live streams on there too. There's all kinds of, you get all kinds of stuff over there. Just go click the link and look around. Andrew Insomniac says, you got a new fan of me today, man. Glad I came across your channel. Please beat Trash Can. Oh, trashing tonight. Go Buckeyes. Yeah, I appreciate that. Andrew said you just found me tonight. Andrew, if you go looking back in the UNCLELOU archives at any Ohio State videos, remember, it's just entertainment. It's just trash talk. It's nothing personal. Big play by Cincinnati. Oh, my God, he caught that. Oh, no, they're saying no catch. Wow. That would have been a crazy catch. I think that was a running back, too. Damn, if he would have made that catch, that would have been crazy for anybody to make, but especially a running back. Look at this. He goes all out for this one. Almost comes down with the... Almost. Almost. It comes out when he hits the ground, but man. Effort level 1 million right there. For a running back, wow. Yeah, Andrew, I do a lot of trash talk videos on this channel, so if you find something about Ohio State, don't let it rub you the wrong way. To me, trash talk's just a part of college football. It's nothing personal. I just enjoy talking a little trash about college football. And I'm glad you found the channel, and I hope you'll stick around, sir. I hope you'll stick around. Tyler, thank you for hitting the super chat, buddy. He says, I'm rooting for your dogs, my guy. Give a shout out to my best friend. She's a huge dog fan, Cheyenne De La Garza. But boomer sooner, buddy. Shout out to Cheyenne De La Garza, though.
Sounds like you said it correctly.
Yeah. Shout out to you. Cheyenne, I'm sure you're good people. You seem like you are.
I mean, how can you not be good people?
I've never met a single De La Garza who wasn't a good person.
Right?
Every De La Garza I've ever met has been great people. Every single one. Fourth and 3 coming up for Cincinnati here. Big fourth down play. This game's getting away from them in a hurry here. 24-6. Is that 18 points? That's a 3-score game. Yeah, I spend at least as much time trash talking Georgia, believe me, as I do any other team. I'm harder on Georgia than I am any other team. Believe that. Believe that. Mike Nixon says, Happy New Year, Uncle Lou. Let's go, Georgia. Really enjoyed the content. I found you from Bad Dog, and I'm blessed to find this channel. Bad Dog is one of my favorite YouTubers out there. I love Bad. I've been watching Bad Dog for 6 or 7 years. He's great. And I'm lucky enough to have him on my morning show a couple of times a year, too. I would have him on more, but as you know, Bad Dog's a very busy and important individual, and he can't always come on the morning show. But whenever he takes vacation, he always gives me a call and comes on the morning show. Bad Dog's a good guy. I like him a lot. It's been 10 minutes and it's still going off. I can't watch the game. This is nuts. I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. You got some kind of a smoke alarm going off or something? Get your fire extinguisher out. What alarm? What alarm? I'm alarmed. I'll tell you that. I'm alarmed. I'm alarmed that I don't know what type of alarm you're talking about, because that's alarming to me. Savage Dog, thank you for the super chat. Says Happy New Year to you and the Uber Eats lady. Oh, see?
Happy New Year!
Yeah, he's even saying Happy New Year's to the Uber Eats lady. That's really nice. That's really nice. Man, I've got the best comment section on YouTube. My channel is like average to below average, but the comment section's amazing. Yeah, the comment section here is great. We have a real good community of people here, honestly, we do. A lot of good people around this channel in the comment section. A lot of people better than me, that I'll say. That I can tell you. Can I join y'all's cult? Yes, you can. You can join the cult. It's free.
You want to drink the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, all you got to do is just start hanging out in the comment section. That's it. It's real easy to do. There's even a top secret second Uncle Lou channel for the hardcore cult members.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if I should post that link or not. I don't even know. I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if they're ready. All right, here you go. Super secret second channel. There you go. The super secret second channel right there. I do a morning show on that second channel. Fair warning, it's not a football show. Sometimes we talk about sports or football, but it's more like a morning radio show. And that's all I really do on that channel is that morning live show. But if you're interested, I just posted the link. And you can check it out. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Oh, did you be my mom? Yeah, Happy New Year, Mom. Manning for life. Thank you for the super chat. I can't wait for more Texas fans to find this channel when they join the SEC so Luke can learn about a real clown college football fan base. Well, we played Texas a couple of years ago when I was fortunate enough to stumble across quite a few of them here on YouTube that found their way to my comment section. And, well, let's just say it was very entertaining. What's up, Trending? Is that your wife, Lou? No, that's the Uber lady.
I deliver Tommy fries.
Joe Cox or Stetson Bennett? I'll take Stetson Bennett over Joe Cox. I'll take Stetson Bennett over Joe Cox. That is the feet lady. I can't zoom in. She's got closed-toed shoes on today, so I can't zoom in on her
we
toes
are one
for
and
you.
the same.
Craig Pittman, thank you for the super chat. Saying stepson Bennett gives us the best chance to win makes me angrier than a T-Rex trying to masturbate.
Oh my god.
You know, T-Rex arms like this. You know? That would be hard. You'd have to be able to bend in a weird type of way
Maybe that's
in
why
order
they're
to do it.
extinct.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably change that from always to usually. I should probably change that from always to usually. Could be worse, though. Could be worse. I could be this guy.
Mississippi Day! Mississippi Day! Mississippi Day!
Second and 2 for Bama. They pick up the first down and then some. Down inside the 30 to the 27 of Cincinnati. They're gonna end up scoring again here. Oddball Gaming says, I'm paying for her to call 2 opening plays for the Georgia offense. All right, that's going to be over on the Patreon page now, just to remind you.
Wait, what?
You got to call 2 plays for Georgia when they come on. Less later.
Oddball Gaming.
Yeah, he likes to hear you call the plays. If you haven't heard the Uber lady call a couple of football plays, it really is something to witness.
I may surprise you.
You might. No gain for Alabama that time. 2nd and 10 coming up now. They're on the Cincinnati 27. I made a New Year's resolution to toss salad more, says Ballard the salad tosser. Good luck with that. I mean, the success rate of New Year's resolutions in this country is well below 50%, but I wish you nothing but success there. I wish you nothing but success there. Tater Man, does whatever the tater can. Runs down the hill, rubs his rock. The ukulele can suck my... Watch out, here comes the Tater Man. Oddball Gaming, thank you for the super chat. It says, I'll be there, and she always does a good thing when calling for Georgia. That's true. You have a pretty good success rate. You do have they usually do have a good play whenever you call it.
Well,
that's good.
Maybe I should have called some plays during the Alabama game then, huh?
Bryce Young throws under pressure, incomplete. 4th and 8 coming up now for Alabama, so probably a long field goal attempt here coming up for the Gumps. Where's the any Tennessee fans in here still mad about the referee? Whooping you! Field goal is good for Alabama. They're now at 27-6. Best Christmas movie. Christmas Vacation. Shitter's full. Yeah, I wasn't there paying you, so you didn't, so we lost to Bama. Yeah, that pretty much makes it your fault, Oddball Gaming.
That's right.
Pretty much makes it your fault.
Man.
Chris K, thank you for the super chat. Is KJ Jefferson a top 3 SEC QB going into 22? Let's see. Bryce Young. Yes. Yes. He is. He might be number 2 behind Bryce Young. He might be number 2 behind Bryce Young. Well, is Will Levis coming back to Kentucky? You know, I mean, Bryce Young is clearly going to be the best returning quarterback in the SEC next year. But then you got KJ Jefferson, Will Levis if he comes back to Kentucky. The guy from Texas A&M is transferring, Calzada. He transferred. Bo Nix from Auburn transferred. LSU has no quarterback. Matt Corral's going pro. Georgia has no quarterbacks that are allowed to play. South Carolina plays walk-ons and clipboard holders. Florida has Emily Jones. No, Emily Jones is transferring. So they got the other guy. What's his name? Anthony Richardson, and he's hot doo-doo. So, yes, I would say KJ Jefferson is top 3 returning SEC QBs for next year. Bama didn't do anything but run to win this game by double digits. Yeah, they couldn't throw in. It's hard to throw in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, this is the best secondary Alabama's played all year. They got 3 NFL players in that secondary. 2 of them are going to get drafted in the first 2 rounds. One of them's never given up a touchdown. No surprise. This was by far Alabama's best game on the ground this year. How much did you tip the Uber lady? About this much.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Reggie Clark Jr., what's up, buddy? How are things in Houston? How are things in Houston? What about Emily Jones? Emily Jones is transferring. I don't know if this is true or not. Can someone confirm? I heard Emily Jones is transferring to cosmetology school. Is that true?
I don't know. I can look into that for you, though.
I heard Emily Jones is transferred to cosmetology school.
I'm going to snort some cayenne pepper up my nose.
Hot in Houston. It's been hot here, too. I mean, it's been in the 70s every day for 2 weeks. Joe Jones, thank you for the super chat. He says, okay, that was funny. Tip to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. No, well, no, I'll be here for about another 30 minutes. Then I'll be over on the Patreon page for the Georgia-Michigan game.
Make sure you tip your Uber Eats driver.
That is important. That is very important. Spencer Rattler may be top 3 QB next year in the league. Yeah, but we're talking returning QBs. You know, Spencer Rattler's not a QB returning to the SEC. He has top 3 returning QBs in the SEC. Lucas McBroom, thank you for hitting the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. You're good people. Will you join us at the end of the game, Lou, in singing a round of Rammer Jammer? P.S. Just call me Mac. I don't know the words to Rammer Jammer other than it has something to do with a yellow hammer, which is ridiculous. It makes no sense to an idiot like me. Lou, go to Patreon only. No likes whatsoever. No, I don't know. I don't understand what that means. Tyler says, Lou, go to Patreon only. No likes whatsoever. I don't want to go to Patreon only. Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. It might not have made any sense to him either. I don't know. Georgia Fan 101, thank you for the super chat, says, what would be more surprising, Michigan rushing for 300 plus or Georgia passing for Michigan running for 300 plus would be shocking. Nobody's ran on Georgia in 3 years. I mean, Michigan's a great running team, but 300? No. I bet my left arm Michigan's not running for 300 yards.
Oh, someone explained a yellow hammer is a northern flicker / woodpecker.
Yeah, it's not even. I don't know why that's the state bird of Alabama. It's a northern bird, so I don't know. Again, I mean, we're talking about Alabama. You know, we're talking about a state that just discovered pavement and indoor plumbing like last week. Don't forget to hit the thumbs down. .550 to go, 27-6. Cincinnati's got the ball on their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Play blown dead here. Flags all over the place. False start, it looks like, or illegal formation or something on Cincinnati.
Seems like there's been a lot of flags today. I was listening earlier, and it seems like there's a lot of flags.
No, Georgia has poor and uneducated people, just not nearly as many as Alabama has. What are your thoughts on C.J. Stroud and Ohio State's chances next year? I think Ohio State will be good again next year. Defensively, we'll see what they do. Travion Henderson's amazing. C.J. Stroud is amazing. I'm not really worried about Ohio State losing all those wide receivers because look what you've got behind them. Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka Ibuka. I mean, Ohio State's probably going to have the best wide receivers again next year, even though they're losing the ones from this year. So I think Ohio State will be good again next year. Nas, thank you for the super chat. Vols fan with a Georgia future from July. Do I hedge tonight? Oh, because don't think this Alabama team beats Georgia again. Vols fan with a Georgia future from July. I wouldn't hedge tonight. No. Maybe next week. What did you get it at in July? What was it? Plus 500, plus 600, something like that. Did you hear her flick that thing over there? The door thing?
And then she
and then
off.
ran? Clock ticking down to about 4 minutes to go now. 2nd and 16 for Cincinnati, just inside Alabama territory. Swing pass caught by the running back. Gains nothing. 3rd and 16. How's Auburn going to be? Not good at all. Auburn's not going to be good at all next year. Auburn will probably be worse next year than they were this year. The Uber lady doesn't have a channel. Desmond Ritter back to throw on 3rd and 16. Takes off running. Slides about 5 yards short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 5. I'm assuming Cincinnati's going to go for it. They're well into Alabama territory. Over under Stetson Bennett 2 picks. I'll take the under on 2. Yeah, I'll take the under on 2.
Oh, yeah, you think?
Yeah, I won't be surprised if he threw one. I don't think he's going to throw enough passes to throw 2. I mean, he threw 2 interceptions against Bama. That was on 50 attempts. He's not throwing the ball 50 times today. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he throws it half that many times. I'd be surprised if he has 25 pass attempts today. So I'll take the under on 2 interceptions.
Think he's just going to be passing it?
No, we're going to be handing it off.
Handing it off. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I hope. The less pass attempts Stetson Bennett has, the better a chance that means Georgia won the game. You know, if you just tell me, if you tell me at the end of the game Stetson Bennett had 35 passes, I'm gonna say, well, shit, we lost. Yeah. If you tell me he had 25, I'm gonna say, hey, we might have won. If you only had to throw 25 times, you know. This is for the Uber lady tip joke. Happy New Year. You like that? Thank you, Jeremy B, for hitting the PayPal link. I really appreciate that, buddy. Paul, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, too. He says, Happy New Year from Melbourne, Australia.
Nice.
Yeah. That's not a knife. This is a knife. You remember that shit from Crocodile Dundee?
Love that movie.
What did I say the other day? I want a kangaroo.
Kangaroo?
Yeah, I want a kangaroo.
Yes.
I want a kangaroo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to have them as pets over here, but I want a kangaroo. But he says, Happy New Year from Melbourne, Australia. Your videos and watch-alongs contributed to me discovering my new love of college football while in isolation last year. And you've helped me through some dark and lonely days. Hope the dogs go all the way for you. You deserve it. Paul, thank you. One of the nicest comments I've received in a while. I appreciate that. I don't know what it is I possibly could have done to help you in any type of way, but if you found a way to love college football through this channel or whatever, then I think that's amazing. And I'm glad you found the channel, and I hope you'll stick around, sir. Happy New Year to you too, and the Outback and the Aborigines and that. So yeah. You know only female kangaroos have the pouch.
Yes, I did.
You did know that?
I did know that.
Okay.
Yeah. Those things can claw your eyes out. You know that, right?
Kangaroos can claw your eyes out. No, they punch you. Everybody knows that.
They can still claw.
No, they don't claw you. They punch you.
Okay.
Kangaroos punch. They don't claw. Did you get your wings with your taters for the game tonight? Yes, I've got wings in there. I've got lemon pepper wings and regular buffalo wings. Thank you, Joshua, for hitting the PayPal link. I appreciate that, buddy.
If you get a kangaroo, I want a slaw.
Chad, thank you for the PayPal. He says, I just wanted to tell you that I've seen you in the college football playoff commercial. I'm very happy to talk to a TV star. Well, I'm definitely no TV star, sir, but yeah, they had contacted me, I guess about a month ago now, about using that clip in a playoff commercial. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool though. And Uncle Lou let Pete inside. What do you think? I keep him locked up, chained to a tree or something out back? No. No. Let Pete inside. Pete's welcome here anytime. Pete knows that.
I mean, he just has to leave a piece of clothing. That's it.
Cincy doesn't deserve to be here. You don't deserve to be here. Cincy bit off more than they can chew. They need to go back to the kiddie table. I disagree. I disagree. This was way more competitive than the majority of playoff games that we've seen throughout the playoffs history. Alec Dickey, thank you for the super chat. Can you post a link of the commercial you're in? Yep. Oh shoot, hold on. That's not it. Hold on, I'm finding it. If you see a kangaroo in a pond or any water, don't get into the water with it. The kangaroo will try to drown you. It's a tactic they use with predators. Well, I'm not a predator. I'm just a nosy asshole who wants to go swimming with a kangaroo. All right, here's the commercial one more time, and then I'll post the link one more time too. This is the ESPN College Football Playoff commercial, starring Uncle Lou.
Belief doesn't wear pads. It doesn't get a helmet. We can't tape it up. And yet every week, we send it out here. Fragile and unprotected. And sometimes it gets crushed. But if it lives to see another day, belief only grows stronger and stronger and stronger. Until it's strongest when the lights are brightest. Alabama versus Cincinnati. Michigan versus Georgia. One of these teams will make believers of us all.
All right, there you go. And here's the link. A minute 20 to go. This one's over. Alabama's up 27-6, just bleeding the clock now. 2nd and 4. Alabama's got the ball on the Cincinnati 26-yard line. Just going to kill off the clock here. Handoff. Stopped for no gain. Third and 4, under 30 seconds to go. This should be the last play. That's going to do it. Alabama advances to the national title game, which will be on January 10th. Cincinnati is eliminated from the college football playoffs. Their first trip to the playoffs, first group of 5 team to make the playoffs. They lose 27-6. Just never able to get anything going offensively in this game. And Alabama advances. Georgia and Michigan coming up in about 30 minutes. I think that game kicks off at 7:30. I think that game kicks off at 7:30. I'm streaming that game, Georgia versus Michigan, over on my Patreon page. So if you want to check out the Patreon page, there's a link in the description of this video that'll take you there. You can click the link, look around on the Patreon page if you want to hang out with us tonight and watch the Georgia-Michigan game. I'm going to post a link on the Patreon page around 7:15 or 7:20. You just click the link and it will take you to the Patreon stream. Big shout out to everybody for hanging out with me this afternoon for the Alabama-Cincinnati game. I had a great time. Big shout out to everybody for participating in the comments section. all the thumbs ups and the likes that you guys gave this video, and of course all the super chats and the PayPals that really help support the show and the channel. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all had a great 2021. I hope you have an even better 2022. Happy New Year to you and your family. I love each and every one of you. And now it's time to get wild. I'm fixing to lose my mind for about 4 hours straight watching this Georgia-Michigan game. My neighbors can kiss my foot. It doesn't matter. They can complain. By the time anybody does anything about it, the game will be over, so I'm not too worried or concerned. But I hope to see you all over on the Patreon page in about 30 minutes for Georgia versus Michigan, the second college football playoff semifinal. Until then, though, have a good morning.